Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah,
It
I
was
had a great
great,
time.
man.
Yeah, you do that
It
more
was
often.
mad fun. Mad fun, bro.
All
Where we
right,
at?
too. I didn't know you had 26.
We had 26.
Really?
Your boy?
Oh, yeah, he's balling. I had to have
Who was balling?
You call him Craig?
More than that, I seen him grab 3 in one play.
Wait, what happened?
I said he had 26.
He had 26 points last night? Dang.
Yeah.
He was
That
quiet.
was a
26?
quiet 26. You saw him doing, you
had
saw
a
him
couple
scoring, but it was like,
threes.
man, that was 26?
Then he hit all his free throws for the most part.
Yeah.
He bang on anybody last night?
Oh, he dunked.
He was
He
like,
got a nice one in traffic.
Yeah.
It kind of came down with it, too. Like,
That game was fast, too, man.
There's
I
only
thought it was gonna be a blowout.
a
was a
nice
close
little
game.
What's
Well, that first quarter, I thought so, too. And
I was
then,
like, why aren't y'all on 33? He's wearing Larry Bird's number. He's just knocking down threes.
He was
big
hitting,
dude,
you know.
too.
Yeah.
Solid.
what's
The game's changed.
was it 10 minutes in high school? Or was it
8.
12? 8? Dang. 8?
And then in college, 20-minute halves. And then
Right.
the
Go by hella
league.
fast.
It's 12.
Mm-hmm.
That's not long. 8 minutes?
Yeah.
That's mad short.
It's not, and it's not
It's
a
like
long game.
Tecmo
If there's no
Bowl.
fouls being called, it's not a long game.
It was 8 when we played, too.
I
When
feel like
I
they
played.
just didn't have a shot clock back then. Now they have a shot clock.
I feel like
Who
the
didn't have shot
NBA
clock?
rips off.
We had one.
No, when I played, they didn't have a shot clock. Not in high
The
school
women, girls
basketball.
didn't have a shot.
Craig was in the
Girls
ghetto
didn't have a shot clock or
They had that timer. That's,
what's the, when you got to get past half court. They didn't have
clock.
that.
The
50
fade.
second
The
backcourt.
neighborhood
Yeah.
dope fiend.
they forgot about that.
I just remember my
The little flipper, the flip numbers. They got a whole big screen at the thing that shows the players coming out. They cut the lights off and stuff. The NBA has a big impact on.
I just remember the adjustment of courts when I got to college. I was like, God, this court big. That was gas.
Same
man.
size but big.
No, it was
it's
bigger.
wider.
Oh, college is bigger?
Yeah, it's a bigger
college
court.
is bigger than high school.
Makes sense.
So I just remember we was running. And I was like, whew.
So much space.
I was like, why am I so tired?
That's why you watch the high school games when they play them in like the arenas.
Mm-hmm.
They're low scoring and the players be
Yeah.
gassed.
Mm-hmm.
We, for those listening, we went to Craig's son's basketball game
All of us did.
last night. Well, me and DC.
In spirit.
And
In
Craig,
spirit.
I was there.
we was there.
I was single dadding.
Me
It was a good time. They won.
They won.
Your
They
mom
won.
is adorable.
Thank you.
Want to throw that in
Appreciate
there?
it. Appreciate
Love
it.
her face. She was in the building. You know what I'm talking about?
She's like, that's my baby Sage.
Greg Wayans was in the building
Okay.
with an LA Rams hat.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
So
he
mad,
switched.
bro.
I told you he switched.
Gave up
Sold
on
me
the
out. I was
line.
my only Lions fan.
It
That's the only
was.
brother I had.
That was
No,
just
you got Tony Roberts.
That hat
But
looked
he's from
new.
there.
It was new.
That hat was brand
That hat
New.
looked hella new.
Brand
Like he
new.
bought it after the game
After
on
the-
Sunday.
new.
New.
In the parking lot.
Yeah.
Now,
I saw the
Greg,
receipt.
Greg left a
hanging
couple
out.
years ago, didn't he?
He left last year.
Yeah, it was
That-
last
it's-
year.
yeah, it don't
He
count.
just left.
I don't respect
So
it
he
at
don't
all.
get to, he don't get to
I'm
keep
5 years in with the Niners.
Bro, him and
Nah,
Stafford
yeah.
went to the Super Bowl.
All right, so go ahead. What were you saying, guys?
Nah, man, it's just.
I respect
it's
you,
lonely,
Chaz.
man. It's lonely, bro.
Loyalty.
It's lonely, man.
Because when y'all do good, it's going to be that much sweeter.
Well, in Greg's defense, he is from L.A.
But nah, man.
just came
once
back
you pick
home.
a team, you,
He didn't
you
necessarily.
stay in there.
He didn't necessarily pick a team.
Yeah, he
it
probably
was
was-
jerseys on sale. And my
Right.
step pops came home with jerseys, so that's
And
how
that's
my
when he
brother
picked.
became- No, that was picked for him. So he is a Detroit fan. My other brother was a Jets fan, and then my other brother was a.
But he repped
Broncos
it until adulthood.
He did
But then
until
you
he
can't
realized
switch.
he was hornswoggled.
He was. But you can't. You
He's
can't
an
turn
He's
coat.
an L.A. native. You gotta.
I mean, I get that, but he already made his decision.
No, bro.
As a kid, I give you grace that you was
Right.
forced into it. You're supposed to get out there when you're still young.
But
He
just-
waited till adulthood.
And then
Megatron.
jumped on a team that was already Super Bowl bound. The Rams
Yeah.
been good the last 3
It
years.
ain't pure.
You
Greg.
can't just
If
jump
you
on a
listen-
winner.
Why
You got to
point
jump
at
on a.
me?
If you're gonna jump,
'Cause
you got to
that's
jump on a
you
scrub
gotta-
and
you.
go through it.
This is on your watch.
I almost
Craig don't have
switched
team
too.
loyalty. I won't either.
I almost,
Like my
I almost
big brother.
switched. I'm a Giants fan, Yankees fan. Just never a Knicks fan.
I ain't never seen
Yeah.
a Yankees hat.
I ain't never
I
seen no
haven't.
Giants wardrobe.
nothing. I
How
have
many
never-
times do you see me in sports gear?
Yeah.
Right now.
This is Sage.
Oh. It's sports.
We got nothing. This is my child.
I saw the basketball. I was like, there we go. This.
Oh, well.
It's
Yeah.
me being a father on daddy issues.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if that's the case.
Yeah, you know. He got a Detroit hat on.
I almost switched to the
rapping.
Rams too because my kids coming up, we didn't like have no team to root for together. They were Laker fans. I was like, Laker hater, go to bed. But we didn't have a team, so I was like, maybe we'll be the Rams team. Then they start winning, and I was like,
Now you
maybe.
look.
Wait,
Yeah.
weren't the
So I
Rams
didn't do
were
it.
in L.A. before, weren't they?
A long time
long
ago.
time ago.
A long time ago,
Yeah.
right?
And they left.
Eric Dickerson days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
And
in
then
the
they
80s.
went to
St.
St. Louis.
And then didn't they go to San Diego? No, they didn't go to
No.
San
There's
Diego.
Chargers.
So now the San Diego Chargers are in LA as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
LA stupid because they should have took the Raiders.
I feel like
If
people
LA would have
haven't
took the
embraced
Raiders,
them
I would have
too.
still been.
Because nobody in LA when the Niners played the Rams, there was more Niner fans.
There was
And when the
mad
Chargers,
Niners
like
fans
they'll
in that
never
game.
have against another California team, they'll never have home field advantage ever.
Silly.
Ever, because nobody in LA gives a damn about the Chargers or the Rams.
There's
Well,
no
one
real
thing about
passion.
LA is that they're bandwagoners, right? So
They do feel bandwagoning, except for the Raiders.
Well, they
no,
have
because you
winning
see when the
teams, so
Clippers
it's
do
hard.
well, there's a gang of Clippers fans all of a sudden. I ain't never
Nah.
seen
They
it.
Oh,
never
wait.
feel
Yo.
as strong as the
No,
Lakers.
no, no.
It's-
When
it's
you
your
see that
wife and that
stadium,
shit.
no. When you see the stadium, and you go, "Wow, there's a lot of
It's a
Clipper
Clipper
fans."
game.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
exactly.
pause.
You,
When I went to the Clipper game, it was mad Bulls fans in there. When I
That's
went to
'cause
the
they're
Lakers
losing
game
now.
the next day,
That Chris
It was-
Paul,
it was
that
way
Blake
different.
Griffin era. it
Also,
was
when
tons
you
of
go to
Clipper
the
fans
Warriors,
around.
it's nothing but Warrior fans.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We show
Clippers,
out.
Clippers haven't been embraced.
No, I'm saying when they had that, we're gonna make it. Chris Paul,
Yeah.
Blake Griffin. You was just like
Lob
there's
City?
a lot- yeah, that
It
Lob
was-
City.
That's
There's
just
a lot
fun.
of
That's
hate
just
going
fun
on.
Why
basketball.
haven't the
though.
Clippers been embraced though by now?
Because they have the
They
Lakers.
gotta
No one
win.
cares.
When you a city with two teams, there's
gotta win.
always one team that's gonna get overshadowed. That's how they do the White Sox in Chicago. They always talk about the Cubs all the time.
Kind of not. I mean, that's not like for the save with the with Golden State. No, with the A's and Giants. You can pick a
It's
side.
split. Yeah, it's split.
It's split.
Oh, it's evenly split.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
evenly
front.
split. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got Giants fans, you got
Yeah.
A's
But it's two
fans.
different cities.
Ah.
By a mile.
But that
20, 15?
up there,
Yeah.
Oakland be like, I'm from Oakland.
Right,
They
yeah,
don't
true.
do the Bay
True,
thing, and San Francisco be like, I'm from.
True.
The
It's
Clippers
different.
are like the ugly.
That's why the
baby.
Raiders and Niners is two different.
Right.
It's there's
Two
no.
Yeah.
They're like
Two
the
different
ugly
cities,
one.
though, for
Yeah.
sure.
The Clippers are the ugly baby.
Same city, though? There's
Same
always
city.
somebody that's going to get looked at as the underdog stepchild.
Right.
It's like two kids.
And I think it could be racial in Chicago.
I'll tell you
The
guys
White
what.
Sox
though.
Just
from the
like
South side.
Yankees and Mets. Nobody Mets.
No one cares
Nobody
about
The
them
Mets
Mets.
always get overlooked. from
Mets
Yankees.
people bend their hats all up.
I'm one person who likes to avoid having
Bending
another
your hat?
child. No,
Oh.
avoid another child and that. Well, if you're gonna avoid another child, you should use Skyn condoms.
Oh, okay.
That's what I
He's
heard.
waiting.
I can see this coming.
I don't know where the avoiding the child came from, but
Because
Because we're talking about being the ugly baby.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't want an ugly baby, and you'd rather keep the cute baby. You guys look at using lifestyle. That's what Craig said.
Craig
I
said it.
said
Oh,
the Clippers
He
are
said
the
it
ugly
was
baby.
the ugly baby.
The Clippers are the ugly babies.
swung in on that.
That's why I just looked at you. Guys.
Avoid ugly babies.
Avoid ugly
that was
babies.
sports smoothness.
It was definitely for smoothness.
Tell us about it, Chaz.
So, hey, man, the great thing about Skyn condoms, if you guys aren't in the raw dog game, is that Skyn condoms barely feel like you're wearing anything at all. Skyn creates products for those who know what they want and who are not afraid to demand it. Those who choose to feel everything, but not just in the bedroom, but in life. Skyn products are designed
interesting.
using the very latest technology to help you and your partner create a truly intimate sexual experience.
This is good, Chaz. This is good reading right here.
Man, that's
Yeah,
raw
you read
Jason.
fast.
The number one non-latex condom brand in the world, made from technology advanced skin feel material that is noticeably softer and provides a more natural fit and feel, is proven to enhance stimulation. Free from natural rubber proteins, making them suitable choice for people with known or suspected latex allergies.
Yeah.
Strength premium latex offering the same protection against pregnancy and STIs. I'm sure that also goes with STDs. What's
Yeah.
STI?
Yeah.
This is
Infection.
actually, this is that
Infection.
infection. They switched the language.
Okay.
Because disease is hard hitting.
Ooh.
Well, I thought it was different things.
No,
Well, not
this is
there.
yeah.
The closest thing to wearing nothing at all.
At all.
Also, with a bunch of other stuff, they have personal lubricants, enhanced stimulation, comfort during intimacy, massagers. Ooh,
Oh.
explore yourself
Brrr.
solo
Get massage.
or with a partner to reach new sexual heights together or by your goddamn self.
Yeah.
Expertly designed to provide maximum sensual pleasure. Discreet packaging, free shipping on orders over 30 and over 30 bucks. So hey, buy a bunch of condoms and get them shipped for free. So choose to feel everything. Visit skyn.com. That's SKYN. Explore Skyn on Amazon or shop Skyn at your local Walmart. Discover a new level of intimacy. Visit skyn.com. That's SKYN.
Just a minor.
I think.
Skin condoms,
Solid.
yeah, they feel good too. Like it felt like
Like nothing was there.
exactly. That's good, and they got good packaging too.
Oh yeah.
Like the box looked dope, man. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
Skin.
you do. You feel like, oh, I'm a smash.
Yeah.
I feel confident.
You know, some condom boxes look like they be looking like Ben Gay boxes or like just like some sport injury-ish. Yeah, just
like,
like.
Does it mean anything though? I just.
But
I
the
don't
Skin box look like a nice
glowing?
upscale strip club.
know. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just be, you know, because sometimes they got the darkness. In
How
there,
long
just
did you
get
look
the
at the box for before you was like, ah?
I was like, all right, this is a good looking box. And then I put it,
You did. Okay.
put it
back.
Yeah.
I'm going wrong.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Safe sex
Oh.
can be problematic because allergies can be to latex, but also other ingredients. Please say, oh shit.
Ingredients.
But they are suitable choice for
reading the-
alternative. I know, right?
You reading the script.
Fuck
Action.
yourself, San Diego.
The militants walked in, started.
But they are a alternative for rubber latex. There you go.
Rubber latex. I always hated the smell of
Oh,
condoms.
but like I just burnt tires smell
I
afterwards.
hated that smell.
So for them
man.
girls that be like, I'm allergic to condoms, not to skin. We don't need
Pull
to get the
that out.
lammies.
Good old condom.
Smooth ad, Trav.
Yeah,
Chaz read fast.
Yeah, Chaz be
I
reading.
read
I
out
think you
loud
read everything.
all the
Did you read
time.
everything?
But he read fast.
I feel like he read top, but he was twisted.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. This was a lot. And
That's
He
'cause he
reads,
reads
like
books.
the on the TV ads when they try to sneak past.
hear
The
this
side
much-
effects may include.
This is long.
Oh, that's long.
So I had to look and see exactly what I could. I was like, oh, I can't do all that. We'll be here.
Seeing y'all
20
blaming
minutes.
me. Nah.
Craig was in
Okay,
the struggle
Craig
last
was
week.
like,
I was.
The
Tahi.
people was
That's not Craig. Oh, okay.
Craig was in the struggle.
Bro,
last
when-
week.
Still gotta
I-
get an eye doctor.
When I started working in writers' rooms, you had to like really just read out loud.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. So that's why it comes really
At the
natural.
table
now.
read, they read you every single action.
Everything.
But
Interior day.
It's different on the screen. It's a lot bigger.
It's bigger, but the fact that you gotta like, you know, because you ever been recast and you're trying to read somebody else's lines, you'll read somebody's shit and they'll be like, forget. Can you do that? You be like,
Oh yeah,
you got recast in the read through.
that hurts.
Yeah, Carl Jones was in a room with me, and he does a whole bunch of the voices
Yeah,
from Boondocks
yeah.
and all that. So all
He
the
was
time it
magnificent,
like-
wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time it was. You read Tracy's voice.
That sucks. You be
Jones.
like, I didn't do a good. No, I'm like, you're fucking up. You're
I
fucking
would
up.
love
Joe.
to work for the Moondocks.
Man, are they coming back? They've been saying they're
They
coming back
said
for
it was
20
doing a
years.
movie.
Didn't they
Yeah.
come back and do a movie or something?
That's what I thought. They were supposed to.
They
do.
came back for those a couple seasons without Aaron Magruder.
They always had dope
Oh,
animation.
so they did come back.
Boondocks was.
They came back for like a season or two.
Oh man,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
Had to-
fire when
ahead
it
of
first
the
came
time.
out.
Oh, yeah,
It was
Boondocks
must watch
was
for me.
They took a rumor and ran. It was no
Oh.
facts. You be like, okay, I guess, yeah.
So funny though.
Mm-hmm.
Every old black rumor was in there.
Yeah,
Uncle
then-
Ruckus, one of one of my favorite characters on TV.
So funny. Yeah.
But then when John Witherspoon passed, I don't know what they're going to. I
Oh,
think that was
yeah.
like one of the big things they were trying to figure out what to do
Yeah.
because they were supposed to come back.
anybody sound like John Witherspoon?
Yeah, I would give Godfrey
Oh,
a
he could
shot
probably
at
do
that.
it.
It's not gonna be like any new.
I didn't know how many impressions he does though. He's really good.
Oh,
I didn't
Godfrey?
know that either. Until he
Yeah.
started doing them on. I
Oh,
was like,
Godfrey
oh.
be in his bag.
Yeah,
Man,
I had
tough.
no
Yeah.
idea.
I know
Big
he's an
time.
impression guy.
I said, "Oh, you're good."
Yeah,
I like dudes who do impressions that can nail like the obscure people. I don't like
Yeah.
the I mean, no, nothing against them,
But everybody's
Everybody
doing
does,
Jay, everybody's
uh,
doing DMX,
Michael
everybody's
Jackson,
doing
the
yeah.
Uber.
Everybody's doing Denzel.
Apion's Maya Angelou makes me laugh every single
Yeah.
time, bro. I'll be dying
all right.
every time. I crack up.
You do impressions? Anybody here doing any?
I got
do that.
Ving Rhames. That's it.
Big Rames.
That joke. Nah, man.
DC, you
Pressure's
doing
on.
any
I
impressions?
don't think I have none, bro.
I can't do
I thought
that.
you was just about the African. What was it called? African frog squat
Oh, the
across
W,
the table.
the WB frog. You talking about that frog?
No,
No, I was
African
talking
Frog
about
Squad.
what
Baby
Big
Boy.
Rames was
He
doing.
the
Oh,
hop.
is that what it's called? African Frog
I
Squad?
think he said,
Oh, in,
"I'm
the,
African
in Baby
frog,
Boy?
fuck you." Or some shit.
Oh, I don't even remember that line.
Can you do any
what he
impressions,
say.
Craig? Can you do your family at all? None of them?
Nah, man,
No.
I'm not an impression dude.
I mean, I feel you. I'm not either.
I'm not either.
I think on stage I might be able to go in and out.
Yeah.
But like just on cue.
My energy different. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
on
then
cue,
here,
just sitting
look out, man.
It's easier to do accents than people.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you can jump in and out of accents, but
I can't do
people,
any of them.
it's hard.
Accents are tough, too.
All mine are awful.
I see too many greats doing them to be like, yeah, I could do them and insult everybody.
I said Keegan Michael Keel come in, make you key. Keegan Michael Key.
Okay.
Wait,
Just
what?
key.
Now I'm confused.
I
What
was,
the
getting, I, was
name-
getting, I was getting Jordan Peele and Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan
When I
Michael
saw
Key.
him come out of, I'm fucking all this up. Never mind, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
He benched himself
I don't want to talk.
on the
anymore.
bench,
Fell down the
Chaz.
steps,
I don't want to
tough.
talk anymore.
We are back with another episode of Daddy Issues. The intros come anytime, anywhere. You never know when it's gonna happen. But we back, man.
Yeah, man.
Back up in this.
Yeah, man. Back
know
up
what
in
I'm
this
saying?
thing like we never left.
Before the
Yeah.
intros.
I know, right?
It was
we supposed to be doing it actually. We just been messing up.
Yeah, we've been doing
Not
it
me. I got in for 15 minutes, man.
Chaz was on it.
he was on
That's
that.
what we supposed to do.
He snatched that up. There was a topic on DL Hughley posted a video of a man talking about daughters. I'm asked the fathers of daughters in here. Talking about the difference between like, Latin women and black women. Black women are raised to be like independent and strong. And then he was like, while these other women were raised to like serve their man and stuff like that. And for me, like, I don't have daughters, so I can't really speak on it, but I would raise them more on the independent side, more so than the raising them to serve another man. Like, they wouldn't sit right with me as a dad. I would just be like, not saying that, you better not ever make him a plate, you better not ever cook his meal, but I wouldn't see myself instilling that in her. I'd lean more so on the handle your business, get your own, already have it to where you can thrive independently if you want to, or
I think I would lean towards that until they couldn't get no nigga. Then I'd be like,
when they at your house at 30.
switch it up.
Hey, y'all
I'm
gotta
like, you
learn
gonna
how to
have
cook some eggs or something.
you're gonna have to.
You better listen.
Yeah, I'm be like, hey,
Make his plate.
yeah, because it's gonna fall back on me, being you want at the end of the day, you want your daughters to be taken care of. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I'm not gonna be able to do it the whole way through. They're gonna
Right.
eventually have to get a husband. So I don't want them to be like no slave or nothing like that. I
Right.
still want you to have dignity, but I think at some point they're gonna kind of maybe have to kind of like.
But what did you lean towards mostly up until this point?
I never thought about it, bro. Like I never thought about it. I would look at them and be like, they ain't gonna be that way.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be like really domestic. How you say domestic?
Domesticated.
I'm like, they're not gonna be domesticated like that. But
Yeah.
now, I guess when they're kids, you don't think about it.
Right.
Now they're getting older and they're starting to do the little dating thing. You kind of, I'd be wondering like, because I never really sat around
To see
them
them
and their
interacting
boy.
with.
Yeah, I never really sat
Yeah.
around it. They kind of be secretive still. So,
Ah.
but I hope, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
There's
they-
gonna be some people who get mad at what you just said. Like as far as you said, I can't take care of them ever. Somebody else has to.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be like, why can't they take care of themselves? Like, well, and it's
Oh yeah,
like-
yeah. I mean,
But I don't know. But I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, there's gonna be people who are gonna be like,
Absolutely.
why can't? I'm
oh
like,
really?
Yeah,
Well,
chauvinist.
And it's just like, well, I mean, yeah. Every
But we were
adult
talking about
should-
that
right.
topic. We were
Yeah.
talking about
Because I don't like how
Yeah.
people won't acknowledge that when you get in relationships, things change.
Yeah,
Like we all as adults should be able to take care of ourselves.
of course. Yeah, that's a
Right.
given.
But
yeah.
then you get with somebody else and your two worlds collide or whatever, and then things change.
Right.
Like
Right.
obviously, Cottie's able to take care of herself as an adult.
Yeah.
Now she doesn't.
But that's
Like-
that's why you have a part. That's why you have a
Well,
partner
the-
for.
the
it.
part-
The thing
Partnership
is,
thing.
it's
Right.
independence. You teach them independence, but it's always teamwork. Because in the
Right.
house, it's
Yeah.
independence, take care of all your stuff. But as a unit, we still have to reach this goal. So when you get to the next phase, which is your relationship, you'll keep the same morals and still.
I think people just have a real issue with like wording for one. Like
need
I
to get
know,
over that
I know when
shit.
people
Trigger
hear when people hear submissive, they fucking lose it.
Yeah.
And it's like you first of all, you're using it wrong. It doesn't mean slave. It doesn't
They
mean
don't.
do whatever they say. It doesn't mean nothing. And they don't understand husbands be submissive too.
Yeah,
It's just a certain
I think it should be
things,
equal
like,
submissiveness.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just you and,
Give
and
and
the
take.
people
Right.
freak out over this, and it's like that's not what it is. And granted, like you said, it be them ones that well, you shouldn't be talking. You ain't got nobody, so you should hush. But
yeah, I definitely wasn't saying nothing like, "Oh,
Yeah.
women, you shouldn't be independent."
Right.
No, I wasn't. Hell no. I was
But
just
everybody's
saying, like,
independent until you don't have to be no more. Who the hell
Right.
wants? First of all, who wants to do that? Who wants to do everything themselves by themselves all the time? Like
Yeah.
That's a
having
lot.
help is great.
Yeah, it's a
You're
lot.
independent till you become a team.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughter's 3, right? So I love that Izzy's really independent as she is, and I want to make sure because when I plan on making Izzy take out the trash. I plan on making Izzy learn to pump her own gas. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Like people like my dad I've never seen my mom pump her gas. Well, I'm not doing that with her. She's gonna learn until there's somebody who's willing to step up and say, "Oh, let me get that door. Let me do that. Let me do that." I'm like, you'll see where people.
You ain't getting these doors?
I don't know. Izzy
I, mean,
breaks
I get doors for yo, but I'm just saying like I want her to
gonna
be
get 'em
like
for Izzy?
I don't even want her to like watch somebody go through a door and just be standing there like I'm like yo forget all that
Yeah,
like
but Izzy gonna be breaking down 9s with blindfolds on.
hopefully
Upside down.
Upside
so
down.
Before her nose starts to bleed.
She's gonna be Tackleberry.
hopefully but I just want her to understand like yo super independent. Now when it comes to like serving a plate like that's great, yo does that for me, like all that stuff is great. I'm like it just depends on your love language for your person, what they like, what you like. I
and
appreciate
that's
it.
probably something that you can't teach. Like we as fathers, that we can't teach them. Hey, you got make sure you're serving plates and this. And
They
that
really just
also.
watching everything.
They're watching.
Right.
Like he
Kids are
said, if he's
watching.
opening doors and stuff for yo, she's gonna respect. She's gonna expect that
Right.
anyway.
Exactly.
The reason why I'm the way I am because I watched my mom not pump her own gas
Right.
and not open. So we either did it or my dad did it or whatever. So I'm just like that was just second nature.
Right.
Yeah, always automatic for me to just pump
Yeah.
a woman's gas. or whatever.
Absolutely. But I want to make sure that she's never waiting for somebody to,
Right,
or
I
she's
feel
not
that.
expecting.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you got to learn how to go be an adult out here. These
Right.
dudes is changing, bro. These young dudes is different.
Right.
These
Well-
cats want to feel more important than women now, bro.
Everybody's becoming
Is it different?
asexual.
It is different.
Everybody's becoming asexual.
I agree with that 100%.
So there is no masculine, feminine. It's just
I agree with that
all
100%.
this.
It's changing.
That's what equality is.
Something like that.
Y'all trying to take us down a rabbit hole.
Nah, I really think so.
These are the topics that stemmed in that issue.
The truth is the reality.
Because, like, for me, like, I found out a lot about Serene after he passed from a girl he was dating. He used to date. And she was at the mural and stuff like that. And she'd be talking to Sabrina, but then Sabrina would tell me, like, he always opened the door for me. And he always walked on the traffic side of the street. And I was just like,
Stuff
he
you
was
taught
paying
him.
attention, So I was just noticing that the stuff they would witness me doing, he was doing it. And I was just like, wow, never knew. You would hope, but until I see it myself,
Right.
it's just like. So I was finding all this out in post, and I was just like, okay,
Paying attention.
Yeah.
You told me about the traffic, so I never even knew that.
yeah. My mom
Really?
told me about that.
I never knew that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it felt automatic to me.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I saw my dad doing it. It just felt.
Yeah,
I can't remember if I was
Automatic.
told or if I just saw it, but I've done it.
yeah.
I
My
think
mom
it just
told
felt.
me.
It
It
feels
feels
unsafe.
wrong. Like,
It just
yeah.
made me realize we didn't walk together a lot as a family. I was like,
Oh
not,
man, me and Miles was walking.
like we didn't take a lot of walks then.
to that bus
My
stop.
uncle
'Cause I
told
remember-
me about
okay.
that, and he even told me the reason why is because back in the day, people used to throw trash out the window, and it would come down, and the men would have to be closer to the.
Why am I
street
standing
corner.
there?
It wasn't because the car was going to jump the curb. That came
Yeah.
up later.
I thought it was all because of
And
the
low
car and the
key,
danger.
the interior of the block is more dangerous. Low
Yeah.
key.
Okay.
Yeah, you might.
That's when anybody can just come out from the building or
Snatch you up.
the homeless man.
Oh, yeah.
He could just pop
Right.
loose right there.
Because even in a crosswalk, like say if we're both in a crosswalk,
Yeah.
you gotta be.
On this side.
Yeah, on that-
because the cars is coming. But then the
Exactly.
car could be coming the other way.
Right.
So on the
Yeah.
crosswalk, it's like,
But it's still-
Unless it's a one-way street.
Right.
Do you guys walk in front, behind, or side by side with your spouse?
Side
by
on the
side.
street.
Side by side. Yeah, I always walk behind yo.
I don't like being like you can't be hella far in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't look like I'm following you.
I understand. I understand
Either be side by side or you can be behind me.
I always walk behind her. I don't know why. I'm always
Yeah,
just like
purposely.
scoping.
Does she pause to make you catch up?
It's just natural to
You
me
be
just to be
peeping the
like,
scene?
let me just make sure there's
Just
no
in case
vagrants.
you get caught up in them little net traps they be having in the jungle, you can still be like, you cut the rope.
Or if she trips first, I go, ah.
Yeah.
You ever remember in Married with Children, he would always make Peg go first to hit the step and she'd fall? After you, she's like, oh, ow.
Peg would have been a good wife. You didn't want to walk through spider webs. You had her go through. She got them heels on too. Yeah.
Sometimes I be
Peggy?
seeing like dudes walking
like
behind
Peggy?
their wives. And they be heck up. The woman be like, "Come on, Travis," or something. He be
You
like,
come in.
He don't want to be there.
"I don't know, bro. It just seemed like a little pet. Like she got a little pet."
One thing I don't like is the scared of my wife mentality.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
like that.
I don't like that.
I'll be like, who you scared of? My wife. Like, shut up, man. Stop
Right.
being scared of your spouse, man. If you're scared of your spouse, that's not healthy.
Right.
I can't live with you if I'm scared of you.
Yeah.
You be like, man, my wife.
Whispering around her.
Yeah. I'll be like, man, hush.
There's been a thing for years about men not knowing the language of women, but if you have Babbel,
Oh, you hot today. Oh,
Chaz.
man.
but if you have Babbel, you might understand the language of women, but
Oh.
thousands of other languages that Babbel has. Whether it's saving more, spending less, getting organized, or less weight. I'm sorry. Getting
Chaz, you
organized,
might have to
or
be
losing
the
weight.
ad man
There's a
from
lot
here
of
on out.
worthwhile goals to set yourself this year. At the top of my list is learning a new
He's
language. with
auditioning well.
Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million.
Not everyone will make the cut.
10 million.
So you guys know that I'm not fluent in Espanol, but I'm always learning.
Yeah.
See? Okay.
See.
¿Por qué? The random por
Muy
qué.
poquito español.
Muy poquito. Not only is learning a new language a fun, engaging new hobby, and especially doing it with my daughter is super dope. We have a great time. You can use it while you check off traveling more on your list. The whole Babbel process is addictively fun, fast and easy.
Yeah.
Teaches bite-sized language lessons for the real world use. Babbel's 15 Babbel's 15-minute lessons make all the perfect way to learn. Did you hop back on
I
Babbel? or
really
did you-
like Babbel, man. I'll be hopping on the spur.
I'm in and out.
I'll come
You
back.
haven't had that consistency yet?
Yeah. I like it though.
And it's
The
only
app is
15
very
minutes, and I just be
user-friendly.
bombing.
I keep saying I
gotta
keep saying I
set
want
an
to
alarm.
do Japanese, but I stay on Spanish for so I can do it.
I would like
but-
to learn to write. Wait, which one is it?
Escribe.
Where they
Nice,
go? Where
nice.
they write like this?
Oh, yeah, I think
down
it's
on
Chinese.
Arabic?
I think
Is that-
Chinese
is
and
that
Japanese.
Oh, is
Arabic?
it both?
One of them is, I think,
Yeah,
I want to say Japanese is the up and down because
I
that's
think
what
that's
I
amazing.
know.
That type of writing is amazing.
Yeah.
You tried to say it low. It's
I
not
don't
calligraphy,
wanna fumble
DC.
it up.
I don't know for sure.
Calligraphy?
I don't know for sure.
We talked
but,
about that a few weeks ago with the pen.
Yeah.
But other language apps use AI for the lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent.
Roll those R's.
There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, video stories, and even live classes, which is pretty dope. Plus, it comes with 20-day money-back guarantee.
20-day.
Money
Day.
your brand back?
20 days.
Money
Guarantee.
back.
I haven't
Give me
learned
that.
a damn thing. Here's your money back.
I ain't get my
on
money
Babbel.
back in college when I ain't
Right.
learned that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Start your new language journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get additional
Oh.
3 months.
Oh.
Guess how much it is?
Free.
$9.99.
Leave it.
What?
That's 6 months for the price of 3.
Wow.
Just go to Babbel.com and use the promo code ISSUES. That's Babbel.com, Babbel.com, code ISSUES.
Yo.
You guys
and
want this?
Chaz, Japanese is written from top to bottom.
Top
That's
to
the
bottom.
one.
That's
That's
what I
that's
always
what I wanna
see
learn.
when I'm watching anime. They'll be
Yeah.
reading it. Like,
And the
and
Matrix.
they read from right to left. They
Yes.
start where we
And
would
that-
start in the
that-
back.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
pages go the
My
opposite.
nose
go.
bleeding already. Hell yeah.
Now we have a few questions.
Yes, what they talking about
Yeah,
over
what they
there,
put.
Chaz?
They got high
Oh,
early
they
on with
wanna
the.
Can they hear you today,
Oh,
Cam?
damn.
They
They
got
got
some
me.
questions.
I
They
got
got high
them.
early.
All right.
I know YouTube people be jealous of the Patreon. They got first dibs. Well, that's what happens, guys.
That's what happened.
Hey, man, you can do Patreon is special.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
gonna pick
No
one. This is
disrespect.
Chris Hodges' question. He says,
What's up, Chris?
"In what ways would the world be different if animals could talk? Would we still eat them? Would we be at war with them? Would they still be pets?
Oh, I think all of the
Yeah, I was
above.
about to say. all-
Wait.
all
Say
of them
it.
be
Would we
different.
be what?
If animals could talk,
Would we be what? Was it 3?
would we eat them? Would we be at war with them? And or would they still be pets?
Are we picking it? Does he want us to pick?
No, you
One
can.
of
I think he just
Discuss.
asking, like,
That
what
would
do you
be
think?
wild to be in the writer's room and walk
With a
out
chicken?
and get in an argument with a chicken and strangle it, and cook it, and come back in the room. Like,
Bro.
You look like a murderer. Then.
In order to cook an
And
animal,
then the silverback that's in that writer's room, like, what the hell you doing, Craig?
Right.
I want to eat one of you guys.
Man.
Come
Bro.
on, it was just a chicken.
You imagine trying to eat a chicken and he's like, "Don't do this."
Yeah, he's like, come on, man. He fighting for his life.
I think people would still do it.
people would definitely still do it.
I
would
were
still do it.
monsters. That's why we stay.
I
Well,
probably-
there's animals that would still eat us if they
That's what I'm
wanted to,
saying.
Right.
and they would eat each other too. So,
So at this point, it'd just be everybody would be animals.
I'm
Survival
about
of
to-
the fittest,
yeah.
like
You
it is
imagine,
right
you
now.
imagine seeing a lion catch a deer and he's like, "Stop! Help! You
Yeah.
don't stop recording! Help me!"
Yeah.
I'd
Put
be
the
like, what
phone
would I
down
do?
and get in on this.
Like, what
If
you
it's
want me
still
to
animal
do?
on animal, I'm still not interfering.
I'm not
but,
interfering either, but
well, I'm already
It's
vegetarian.
animal,
so
it's animal
of
and
course,
animal though.
I'm still
We're
not eating.
you know, it is what
That
it is.
sounds real animalist.
Yeah,
Like you a
It
racist.
is.
I don't know.
it is.
I'll leave it alone.
I think it would probably be war though, because the animals are gonna rise up and rebel against being eaten.
they'll
Yeah.
be stronger
gonna be a
than
battle.
us. We can't fight gorillas.
But would they though?
I
Because
don't know.
the ones that are being eaten, they eaten too, or they don't. Like, why a lion care about a chicken?
Because they can vocalize it.
But still,
So now the chicken's gonna be talking like, "Yo, we sick of this."
and the lion's
tired
probably
of
be like,
being
you know
cooped
what?
up?
Cook me up a little bit too, my nigga.
I
Like,
hope
they-
the lioness. She
I
gonna
hope
be
we
like,
wouldn't be at war. 'Cause, like, if they talk like us, I don't want a gorilla learning how to make guns on top of being as strong
because
as
if they
they
talking
are.
like that, they gonna rise up.
Yeah,
Right.
we got to be cool,
But
bro.
who's to
Because
say
we can't
that
handle them in
the
a fight.
animals are gonna stay united?
They
Right,
won't.
we can't do it.
They won't.
Yeah,
But
they
there's always
start
gonna be a
arguing on
faction
shit.
that's gonna be ready for the smoke.
They'll probably stay more united than us. We don't stay united at all with each other. But
Absolutely
animals,
not.
They don't stay united at all either. They
well,
fight
don't.
over
they have that food
territory.
chain because they don't
respect-
talk.
But they naturally respect just the nature of nature and just respect it. They're not gonna overindulge. Animals don't really overindulge like that.
They go for days without eating.
Yeah, they'll eat something and just chill.
We
for
eat
like
3
a
times
week.
I would love to see them rise up against like poachers
Yeah.
and the
Set the trap for
unnecessary.
'em.
You know what I'm saying?
Elephants definitely plotting.
Yeah.
They already super intelligent
Rhino,
as it
listen.
is.
There's that movie about the lions that went after the poachers.
Ghost in the darkness.
And truth be told, if they could talk, I think we would join them in a lot of battles.
Probably,
Like when it came
yeah.
to them poachers, we'd be like elephants. Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah. I would definitely give them tips on poachers. All right, they coming in from the left field. You know what I'm saying? Get the rhino.
People
in
call
there.
you a race trader. You race
So
trader,
be it.
literally. You human race trader.
Damn right.
So be it.
yo. I'm about that all day,
You
man.
about to
And
eat
then
it.
animals would be able to tell you, like, if you did have well, I guess they wouldn't be considered pets anymore, but a
Yeah.
companion, they could tell you what's wrong with them, as opposed to
that's very
you,
true.
you know, just guessing. You know, be like, cat be like, man, my stomach hurt
Yeah.
They could
all the
also-
time. Like, yeah, it just keeps.
They could
Me.
also tell you what's wrong with you because they say animals sense.
Yep.
Like,
I smell something right in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go get checked out.
Check that out.
I'd probably be more willing to have a pet if they could talk. So then I could be like, hey man, listen, this is the problem I have with you.
Yeah.
Your goddamn hair. Well, take me to the. All
Right.
right, well, let's
Bathe
work this
me
out,
up,
bro.
man.
Let's
You
work
know what
this
I'm
out. Cause
yeah,
you,
but cats are rude anyway. Now you get to hear them be rude. You be like, get up off the counter. You be like, man, if you don't get your ass.
I think, and then some people would have less pets because of that. Like nobody would own a cat. If cats could
Oh,
talk,
that'd be-
nobody
yeah.
own a
Bring
cat.
out
They
your
just be
insecurity.
disrespecting in your house and they
Yeah,
don't pay
they
no
gonna be
bills.
just- they gonna be
Yo,
just-
they
Midnight
your
be like,
breath
man, Tommy, shut the
always
fuck
stank.
up.
Midnight gonna
Like,
get
what you
kicked
gonna
out.
do? You know what I mean?
Midnight getting kicked out for sure. Dabs will probably stay, but midnight, there's always gonna be a back and forth. Like, I'm not doing this back and forth with you. Well, then what you want from me, man? This is what I do. I want in on the couch and get on the couch. No, you're not. You ain't putting in on the bills, man. Fuck your bills, Tony.
And then you have to boot them out.
just stretched out,
we
licking
fighting at that
himself.
point. It's a fist fight.
You gonna kick Midnight out?
If we argue
have
like
to. You
that,
disrespect him in
I
his
can't
house.
live in that house with him. It's gonna be me and him.
He's like, where am I gonna go, Tony?
That's up to you.
Call Uncle
You
Chaz.
clearly don't respect the rules
Oh,
that
he
we
ain't
have
calling
set
me.
in place.
Call Uncle Chaz.
Midnight ain't calling me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, what's up, Midnight? I
And then
can't
what
stand
is
your
he
bitch
bringing
ass.
to the table? He's
Right.
not Mr. Entertainment
All
no
you do
more.
is cost me money.
He's bringing you.
He used to be
comfort.
Mr. Saturday Night.
He's not entertainment no more.
Nah, man, he be hiding from company. He
Mr.
whack
Saturday
now.
Night.
He used to be Mr. Saturday Night when y'all came over.
Out in the, he's be all in the mix.
Man, if one person comes over, then he's all up in the mix. Like when Janelle was watching them for a weekend, he was all up in the mix.
Uh-huh.
But like, if there's too many people coming up in there, he be
He
hiding.
be tucked
Y'all
up.
been over there, he be nowhere to be found.
He be
That's be
upstairs.
like, yeah, it's a lot of feet in here.
Yeah.
Oh, feet.
Feet McGee.
That's feet McGee right there.
You just go by sniffing feet.
Nah, he be like rubbing on your feet and
That's
he'll
how he
just
pe- he be
fall.
petting
He'll
himself.
fall down. Put your feet on me, Craig. That's him.
I thought he was sniffing feet like, DC,
well, he
get
sniff.
up off
He be
that
like,
couch and come
yeah.
sniff these.
Come sniff my paws, player. But yeah, that'd be wild dynamic though. A lot of lobsters would be like, "Get us out this tank, man."
Right. Oh,
They
hell.
hear a lobster
Walmart.
scream being boiled
Oh
alive.
man, come on, man.
This is how you. What kind of man are you?
Yep. That's a horrible death.
That's horrible. I'd probably eat way less.
I'll go to SeaWorld and free them. I'm like, we gotta get them out of here.
How you feel being in here?
Right.
I
Oh,
miss
tell
my-
us the
Depends on
real.
what they say.
I miss my family.
Now, wait, you got to understand, there would be, just like humans, there would be some quote unquote coon animals. You know what I
Don't go
mean?
nowhere. We got it good
I
in here.
likes it in this tank. We got it good
Some
here.
of them
They
will be
feed me daily.
institutionalized for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I can't imagine dolphins or killer whales being like,
Institutionalized.
yeah.
If
Like,
they
you
was
got
born in it, though, that's all they
so
know.
much-
Like, I can't go
Well,
out
if
there
you're
and survive
born
on
in,
my
that's
own.
all you know. That's different.
Yeah.
But if you got captive and you're like, this is actually way better. Like, I can understand like certain fish. You'd be like, man, you know how hard it is out there to not get
Right.
eaten. But I'm like, man, killer whales, bro.
I feel like the killer
you top of
whales,
food
even
chain.
the ones born in captivity, still don't like it.
Now I'm sure
They,
they,
they
don't.
exhibit behaviors of
Right. They
know.
show it.
This
They
ain't what
act
I do.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They know that
We was
it's a-
wolves.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a, it's a
just-
limit.
They are alpha
Right.
predators,
Right.
apex predators. That's what they are.
Like I can see a lion being like, "No, man, this is. You know how hard it is to go. You know how hard it is to catch a wildebeest.
they don't do what the females do. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But still, a lion.
Get
in
kicked
general.
in the
Man,
chest.
I'm like, and then somebody's just bringing me a steak. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going back out there.
And
I
lions
can see.
are
I can
lazy,
see the
too.
plus.
Yeah.
I can see the plus.
Like, we got
of
it made
staying in
over
the
But I
here,
don't
zoo.
see
man.
the plus for like the killer orcas or killer whales.
Nah.
No.
There's
And that's
no
not
plus.
even big enough for
And
them
the
to move
elephant
around.
mountains,
It's-
plus
They
the
have
the
the
ocean is
entire
massive,
ocean,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
This little thing.
And
A
they
pool?
and they travel. They they migrate and do
Yeah.
different
That's
things.
just a
different
kiddie
parts of the
pool to
year.
them,
Yeah,
bro.
Exactly.
Right.
The recipes would change. It'd be like you cooking lobsters. It's like when the scream starts to falter, add butter.
Man.
That's when it's really getting
when they
when it
say
stops
don't do this,
Right.
put the garlic in.
the garlic right in their little eyes.
Don't do this, man. Ouch! You better than this.
Add the lemon.
That one video of that lobster eating the corn on the cob. it was
Salt.
like,
Oh, that was edited.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Ah, bastards.
They edited that.
There was a one video of that lobster eating corn on the cob. He's in the pot and he's just like eating this.
Yeah.
That's a good edit.
But they did the edit, and I was like, oh snap.
That one got me. What else you got up
What
there,
else?
Cam?
What else you talking about?
We
Cam?
got another question is from Tanya R. Is
Yeah, Tanya,
how was
so-
shooting the special for you in DC? Tanya?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
They bombed, yo.
It was good.
Just
Actually,
straight bombs out there.
that was one of the better specials I've been a part of in terms of just like execution, and the audience energy was incredible. Like normally at the tapings, I'll be like, man, the audience just didn't have the energy, or it just wasn't. But this audience was ready for it. They was
was
not
great.
bullshit.
I think they did it right by having two different audiences. You know, a lot of these tapings, they'll have people stay for 4 hours or whatever. They
Right.
exhausted, they tired. And this was
Right.
very efficient, too. It wasn't like people was outside waiting for hella long.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it was like, we getting the first show in. It was like a regular comedy show,
Yeah.
just taped.
The COVID test is the thing
Yeah.
that took the longest, but that line was crazy.
and a
but-
lot of people wanted to come.
Yeah.
They were like responsive to the links we were putting up, and they were like, "Yo, we
I
was
think
a
that
good
helped
lineup,
too.
yeah.
Having an audience there that was
Yeah.
there to see you versus a paid or
Right.
we're giving ticket away to anybody. But them audience members was there for at least somebody there.
Right.
So it was like it was a comedy show.
That was great.
yeah."
Yeah, it was fun. I thought it was fun. Good audience.
All the
I mean,
performers
yeah.
did their thing.
And it's rare that you be. A lot of times you do like tapings and stuff. You don't really know everyone that you're shooting with.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, with the fact that I'm shooting with my friends and brothers, it was like it was just like
And
another
sister.
show.
No, brother.
And
Right.
sister, yeah.
Also, what was so good is it's called headliners, and everybody that performed felt like a headliner. It didn't feel like it was a build. It was just like, we here, let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys have certain content or sets that you will save for a special like that, or will you use those jokes if you go on tour in that before the special drops, or will you save that until the special drops?
When the special drops, I probably won't do them anymore. But until then, I'll probably still use them or whatever. I mean, and I'm kind of happy to kind of be like, I'm done with them, whatever the case was. And the material part was probably the most, the part that I didn't like the most, coming, figuring out, because we already know we're funny and what we have the
Yeah.
material, but sometimes it's like about joke selection. Or where we put something somewhere. 'Cause you could put something somewhere and it can throw the whole shit off.
Yeah.
So that was probably the most annoying part.
And plus, it has to be cohesive because if there's a similarity between one joke here and somebody else's joke here, even if it's completely different jokes, it might be like, all right, let's drop one of these guys, drop it and replace it so that it's more cohesive through.
Yeah.
Yo, being there, It's, I always, my specials never give you the energy, right? When you watch it.
Ever.
But being there in that audience, bro, shit was electric, bro.
Yeah, damn near everybody got to stand out. Damn
Yeah,
near.
dog. It was electric. I was like, oh, HBO, I hope there's a way they can catch that energy.
And the second show's energy was even better than the first one.
I thought the first show was better.
On the energy?
Yeah,
Because
but
everyone the second
else said
show,
the
they
second
was
one's
doing
energy was
standing
better.
O's. The
Yeah.
first one, they weren't.
Yeah.
You know?
The
and
first
they-
one
they were
definitely
being
wasn't
too
standing
cool.
out.
No, they were good. They were good. They just wasn't popping up.
Yeah, we were up there, bro.
And
Second show energy was way better.
They
now,
were-
now that I read back because I
for a
got
second Friday show,
yeah,
to
it
be
was way
better,
better. Yeah,
No, which was never the case.
Man,
Right.
Especially
Yeah.
in Los Angeles.
in LA.
from the
They
because
were-
from
they
the
were great.
intro to the end, they
Yeah.
were like
And
I just hope the audience is mic'd properly when we see it
Right.
on the playback.
And
You
Lou
know
did a
our
good
live
job.
shows are always better.
Lou did a good job because it was a lot of talking and buzzing.
Brandon Lewis.
Yeah, Brandon Lewis.
Oh,
excuse me.
man.
oh
The
yeah,
warm-up?
Brandon Lewis was
Yeah, I
phenomenal.
mean, because it was a lot of talk, right?
Yeah.
It was the chatty, it was super chatty. And I was like, oh, this. I was like, how are they just gonna ask the audience to come and be quiet? But Lou
Yeah.
did a great job of selling the crowd down and keeping the energy up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Lewis.
hey,
Man.
Yeah,
B.
man.
Lou, hey,
B. Lou.
Yeah, man.
Daddy issues regular.
And then the Sydney, Shantae, and Esau.
Yeah.
Did your thing.
And the question about the material, like for me, like I didn't want to do the material I'm currently doing on the tour. So I was going back and forth in my mind. So I brought back an old joke, remixed it, put a little extra tire on it, maybe changed the alternator, and then threw in a newer joke piece, and then ended it with a joke I was doing on the road periodically, but not on this current tour. Just so you know, if the special comes out, which may be April, I can still do the set I've been doing currently without having to take it out.
Yeah. Plus, with comedy, you kind of once you do it in a special, you can't do it again. You don't want people
Right.
ending your jokes. It's not a hip hop show.
Yeah.
You don't say the beginning. They say the beginning. They say the end.
here's the hard part though, because I did like a relatively new joke in there that wasn't even ready. I mean, it was ready for that, but I
Yeah.
know there's more to it,
Right.
And I can't touch on
add
it.
on it.
You can though.
You can.
And here's another thing I will say about specials now. If it's not seen by the absolute masses, it's not really necessary to delete it just because it's on a special.
How will we know though?
But that's the thing. It would be like,
How will we know?
because like back in the day, if you know millions of people watch,
Right.
you know, your special or Last Comic Stand or whatever,
Yeah.
you'd be like, man, that's a lot of people. I can go ahead and put that to rest. But now, if it's on streaming, you don't even know
Yeah.
if people never even saw it.
Yeah, you have to judge off the popularity of it.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Because I did some of the ones we did on Amazon that night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were like, oh, I saw this on Amazon. It was
Right.
like their first time seeing it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Yeah.
Well, plus, I'm assuming the sets have evolved since then too, and you've improved.
yeah,
the
there
Yeah.
was
shows.
different nuances to
Yeah,
them.
different tags on
Yeah.
it, different energy.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Told differently, yeah.
Because the just put a joke to bed, and a lot
Bro, I
of
don't-
times people want to see
Yeah.
the same joke. But I just can't have no same set
Yeah, it can't be the exact
to where
hell
it'll be
nah.
like, I know he's gonna do this,
verbatim.
Yeah.
Nah, hell nah.
I can't have that.
Yeah.
No, y'all did dope. It was super dope.
And a lot of stuff I think I did was stuff that's old, really old.
Yeah.
But I hadn't did it like I don't think. I mean, I don't want to say what I did, but like I don't think I ever did boxer. On what's your name or the clothing shit. I don't think I ever did that.
Right.
Like that we taped.
Yeah.
So we'll see, nigga.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out
It was great, man.
on the
it
HBO
was
Max.
super
But it'll be
fine.
on HBO Max, peeps. Hopefully April, May, somewhere.
I knew it was gonna be lit when we was outside waiting because everybody in the line was like,
Bro, it was crazy.
Just
For real, what was the
Yeah.
energy out there?
they was awake.
Yeah.
Like they were just out there like, and I think for them being shot in LA and whatever, and how the internet is set up, they were lit seeing other people that they follow just hanging out.
Right.
Like when I was walking through the line, I was like, "Yo!"
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then
it was-
Ron, and so they was hyped to see other comedians that they already knew.
Yeah.
and then going to watch some comedians that they were excited to see. So they was like the atmosphere for them. They was like, "Yo, these is all the people."
I knew it was
that
crazy.
we watch
The
online.
support was heavy there.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. I knew
So
it was
they
crazy
was
when I
happy.
got stopped a couple times.
Really?
That's Chaz. I was like, hey, dude, Daddy. So I was
You sure?
like, Oh wow! I mean, y'all see me.
sure?
And then I saw people
That's gonna be a
online.
good night.
I saw people online who would have like a hella hoodie with a Prove It beanie and
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Skippy
Yeah.
like it was people that was
Yeah.
there was like, yo, so when they saw, you know, Ron G pop up or
Yeah.
me or Chaz or they was like, yo, it's other comedians here
Right.
and then like actors and whatever.
And
And
then
they was
Brody,
just-
I mean, Brody got a lot of love.
Right,
Cat was
Brody.
like, "Oh, roast me, oh, okay."
so
Yeah,
they
man,
were just they was hyped just standing in line like who gonna show up?
Yeah,
Like, it
it's
was like a
dope.
mini red carpet but not famous, like a G-list red carpet. You know what I mean?
mad G-list.
Beige carpet.
Yeah, they was like, yeah. So when they walked in, they was hyped, and it didn't take hella long. It wasn't like people was outside waiting for like,
Yeah.
man, we sick
That'd
of
be a
this
drag,
shit.
And it wasn't cold. Thank
Yeah,
God.
It wasn't
didn't
cold.
rain.
Right.
Weather was
perfect,
nice. It was
man.
taco truck smells everywhere.
It's a very social environment.
It's super
outside.
social. And the fact that even y'all kept like Shantae popped out a few times, Sydney popped out to say hi to their friends or
Oh,
whatever.
heck
So it
yeah.
was
We
like,
like when we seen Keenan, we was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Keenan!" We all got we
chill.
to get him in line and everything.
Yeah.
it was super chill.
Keenan stayed for both shows.
Yeah.
He was having a good time. I'm like, you know,
I don't know
both
why
Well,
I
he
didn't
had to
think
stay for
about
both
that.
shows. You had to see a suit.
Oh yeah.
If you get dressed, you got to stay for both shows. You have
He
to.
had that
I
suit
didn't even
on.
think about both shows, bro. I like because the thing asked you like which one, so we did the later
Yeah.
one so we could share with y'all afterwards, and I was like, oh, Keenan got to see.
He got
Yeah,
to see the
Keenan-
differences
Yeah,
between
I
them.
was
So
like-
he was giving us the full
Yeah, I
scoop.
was like, that was smart.
Yeah.
I was just
text
happy I could
Keenan,
go to one.
And Keenan was like
Huh?
second show, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the fence.
Oh yeah, you were.
Keenan was like,
I
second
agree
show.
with Keenan on
Yeah.
the second show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Hold the edits.
You shine, bro.
Dog.
Thank you, bro.
You shine.
I think
it
I
off.
told you too. I was like, DC, I've seen you a long time, bro.
Yeah, you shine.
And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen you like that, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
I felt, dog. I'm telling you,
No.
dude.
Wow. Thank you, bro.
Nah, it was just like
told
you're
you. I
al-
was
like I
like,
tell you
yes.
all the time. You're always great. You're always one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, this dude is on another plane, bro.
Bro, I don't fucking shit.
It was
Nigga.
great.
You
bro.
ste- you
They
stepped
was saying
up.
it was great.
You came
bro.
in with the stunner. You was Inspector Deck.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, for real, dog.
Came
He
in
said I
bomb
bombed atomically.
atomically, setting the track off.
Because
Then
usually,
everything else.
usually your energy is I'm cool, I'm chilling at first,
Yeah.
and then you rev up. Joe, you came out, kicked the goddamn
Yeah.
door down. Who the fuck is here? Everybody get your hands up. It was energy off.
He knew the
Crazy.
assignment.
For real, bro.
And shout out to Marlon too for not. Marlon was very. He made it very like this is about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
And his
He
energy
didn't milk
stayed
the clock.
here.
He wasn't greedy.
No, he came up. He did his little
did his
time
thing
up
and was
front,
out of there.
and then he in between comments he would say like one thing and
Yeah.
inspire, and then like let's go,
Yep.
let's keep it. He made sure it was about you guys.
Yeah,
And
man.
shout out to him for that
sure.
because some hosts would have been like, "It's my name on the
Right.
thing. Let's get." He was like, "Nah, man."
Yeah, if we didn't like something, we could tell him.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, you guys, okay, I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
he
He was
was-
listening for
Yeah,
sure.
he was listening.
He was super. It was dope to see him do that. I was like, all right.
I'm
Shout
glad
out
he listened to
to,
me when it came to the suits. You know what I'm saying? That was all me. On the suit idea.
For
I'm like,
me,
yo, we should
see,
all wear
when
suits.
Tony
Suits
popped
and
out the
ones.
back when we was getting our COVID test, and I was like, Tony's in a suit.
The suit, man.
I thought
Bro,
you guys were just taking pictures in the suit. I didn't know you were performing.
I wanted to just
Off
do the
Chaz's
program.
last week,
You guys look great. You guys look very handsome, debonair.
Debonair? Is it Debonair?
Debonair.
Debonair.
Me and
Debonair.
Tony
I
fought
mixed
it,
that
bro.
one.
Me and Tony was the biggest protest.
You and
against
Tony?
the suit. Me and DC.
It was the biggest
We was
protest
fighting
against
in
the
suits,
suits,
man.
Fighting it. Had to tip my hat tomorrow. And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said, you were right. You were 100%.
Yeah, and I
right.
like how the
good.
suits had is small variations in between the suits.
Uh-huh.
I could,
Mama
like I
got
could tell
that-
the difference.
Mama
Like
got that
Sydney's didn't
picture now
match
of y'all?
yours.
Oh, yeah. Sydney had like a
And I like how
coat.
yours matched the way you wore yours matched who you are.
Yeah,
Like
see
everybody
the
else had the
tie
tie.
down.
His tie was like,
DC
nigga.
that DC look he just got off work. He's like,
Yeah,
all right, man.
he was more relaxed. He had the beanie. You know what I mean?
I was like, if I'm going to do this, nigga.
Yeah. Yep.
No, you got to be comfortable, bro.
I
Y'all look
wasn't
great,
comfortable.
man. Everything was
You
perfect,
wasn't?
bro.
I could tell Sydney, his jacket, he kept doing this.
I wasn't
Yeah,
comfortable.
velvet.
Tony kept saying, DC, quit messing with your clothes.
Oh, dude. when we were doing the promo shots for the walk-in and the picture, he was messing with his suit the whole time. He had the suspenders because he was gonna do the suspenders hanging down. So he was like the whole time we come back. He was
You changed your mind on the
something
suspenders?
all the time. Then he had the shoelace incident.
Incident.
Yeah, it was just like I got to relace these shoes, man. It was like, man, DC.
I think some of it was
your
nerves
outfit
and
together.
just energy.
Man.
And then just
He just had to do something.
it was constant fidgeting with the suit.
the suspenders were never, I never felt comfortable with the suspenders.
That's
I was
gonna
like,
be the
wait, wait,
picture
wait.
that goes up in Mom's house.
Huh?
That's gonna be the picture that goes up in mom's house. Y'all in the suits.
In the suit.
That's
Yeah.
great, bro.
I liked how the backstage energy was chill too.
Yeah.
Like nobody was doing a lot. Nobody was, when comics show up to events, they want to be
Everybody trying to get on for next
right,
time.
but everybody was chilling. Like it was
Yeah.
real. Like, hey man, good.
Hey, Marlon, I can dance.
It was actually helpful to have like all y'all there back there with us too, because it just made shit feel normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it was great, bro. It was
was
so
dope.
great, bro. What else you got, Cam? Oh, sorry. You got more time. They cut you off.
Nana P asks, would you
So
guys
Nana
be
P.
flattered if your kids followed you in the footsteps of comedy? And what would your reaction be if they used your sets verbatim?
Oh shit. Oh, they still in jokes?
I was like, what
Yeah,
you doing, bro?
They can't do that.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a code.
Well, you know what? I've heard comics come in and do the opposite side of the jokes. Whereas if the husband was talking about the wife, when she started doing stand up,
She gonna
she'd
talk,
talk
yeah.
about the same instances, but from her
I
point
would
of
love
view.
like
to
that.
hear the kid's perspective of what I say about them or the other. Like I would love to hear, like, how did you see it?
Yeah, I would like that too.
It's not necessarily stealing jokes,
No,
but it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
it
Perspective
can
is
be-
there.
yeah,
Perspective
Perspective is
is
everything.
Yeah.
I wish Damon Jr. did that with Big Damon's.
He's done it sometimes.
He
Joke.
did some of it.
Did he?
And
Yeah.
I be in tears because
Oh,
to
snap.
hear his side of it
Yeah, I would
as a
want to hear his
kid
side.
and how he viewed it, I was like, bro, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought my dad, but meanwhile, I don't want to give his jokes away, but I was cracking up.
I be wanting to know because I watched his special so much. I was like, I want to know Damon Jr.'s perspective.
Like he's talked about the spaghetti and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he does his special, he'll touch on some of that. But
Yeah.
Would we really be mad at our kids if they stole our jokes?
Yes. I mean, you can't
If
do
you
that.
stole my joke, I'll be like, you can't do
You
my
can't
set.
do
Yeah, you
that,
can't do
bro.
that.
You gotta,
Then
you
get
gotta
out
do
my
your own.
house, Dad. I'm taking care of you. We gotta pay these damn bills.
Well, that's the
Get
case.
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if he's like a regular in Vegas and this is all he got?
Nah. That means he got the job that he wasn't ready for. And I failed.
Well, then there was what was the guy with the sledgehammer and the watermelon?
Gallagher.
Gallagher. His brother was doing his set. They made it into like a.
They,
I mean, what's
they were
this-
doing a thing. It wasn't
Yeah,
a real.
They just
it was-
smashing
it was
fruit.
they were considered comedians.
They
They,
were
had
smashing.
sets.
Right.
They were
you don't.
going,
You can't.
they had bits
how you go
in
copy?
between.
You swinging like I'm swinging. Like yeah, it's you smashing
No,
the
they said
watermelon.
stuff in between. He had whole specials, but what he did was manufacture it where his brother looked like him, so he'd be in one state while he was in another state, and they'd be
Right.
doing the same.
Oh, well, they
show.
playing that then. That's different.
They both getting checked.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
plan it that way, that's.
And if
okay.
you think of
a
it, it's like
duo.
writing a TV show. You write all these jokes for somebody else to say.
Well, that's
That's
different.
different. You're not doing it.
I didn't perform them already.
Right.
Oh,
Nah, I can't let my
If-
child
if-
get my jokes.
there's
if
some
you-
comics that
well, we know
are
that.
doing
Right, well, yeah.
We're well aware of that.
or have writers write their
That-
full
well, yeah.
material.
Different,
That's
though.
different. That's different than somebody
We
doing
talking
the stuff
about
that's
our
already
kids,
done.
Right.
During our
Verbatim.
set,
Right.
That's a no. That's a no.
And I don't think that's
Sincere
a problem.
coming up on stage. I'm a cat guy. You know, you know what I'm saying?
But he is though. I mean,
He
he's
is
you.
a cat guy.
But he
Y'all
can't.
got
But-
like the same life.
Touche.
Think about it,
Touche.
bro.
But if you say
couldn't be like,
everything
yeah,
verbatim,
he couldn't be
you
like,
know?
so I'm from Chicago. No, you not, bro. Like, no, you
I
not.
grew up in Chicago. Harriet Tubman. But I want her on the beat.
It would be
Right.
flattering
I
to see
grew
your
up with a
kid.
Chicago daddy. Bam, right into the
That's fine.
It'd be flattering to see your kid follow your footsteps, but not to the point of doing your
Yeah.
material.
I don't know if I want my daughters to do stand up because women, I think they go through different stuff.
Of course.
like,
They do go through a lot.
They go through a lot.
But they
I
go
think
through a lot in
a
every
more.
field.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
So
they going through a lot no matter what they pick.
yeah.
Right.
So at least with stand up, I can be in there with some real advice and guidance.
Tell them how to maneuver.
If they go in the medical field, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
good luck.
Right.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
stand up, you can tell them, you know.
start the surgery with a with a
Especially
joke. Break
being
the
a
ice.
woman in stand up, even stuff we see,
Right.
you could tell them that. Like
Yeah.
even the, I noticed something that I seen women comics do that I don't see as much as the guys when it comes to the. Granted, I know there's safety issues with it, right?
Mhm.
But I be really feeling like when I reach out to people for shows, the responses I get from the women comic versus the guys, the desperation isn't the same.
do you
Dudes be
mean?
like, I'll do anything. I'll go anywhere. I
Oh.
feel like the ladies have more questions and more, and whereas the dudes be like, yeah, $2, I'll sleep on the couch, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like
Yeah.
that plays a part in why it's the way it is. Like excluding, sexism and all that, we know that exists.
Right.
But I know from what I've seen personally, I've noticed the women who do well have the exact same desperation as the guys. And then there's others who be like, where you're at doesn't match, how you're responding to this doesn't match where you're at career-wise. You're not in a position to be saying no or how much or are they going to, like,
Right.
just do the shit. Right. And all the women who just do the shit, they're all doing very well. And I've noticed that's a thing.
But it has to be harder for them just to do the shit.
Also,
That's what I said. I factor in like guys sleeping on the couch. That's fine.
Yeah.
Women, I understand that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
safety
It's different. Yeah.
issues.
that's
Women
what I'm
just
saying.
got to make sure they can get any type of benefit they can from the gig, even if they desperate. They got to make sure. Okay, so is there a condo or a hotel? No. Okay, so they got to factor all these things in, and then the extra costs before they just be like, "I'll sleep anywhere."
Right.
Yeah, you can sleep in mine.
Right.
Bedroom. I got the key. And then, so it's a whole nother
Right.
Element. Yeah.
Like even when I
Yeah,
notice like money, dudes just be like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. And the women be like, well, how much is this? And it's like, you are 3 years in. You like
Yeah.
they, some be having the attitude of a vet, and it's like you're not. You're not
it's a
there.
fine line where they,
Well,
they
that's
still
male
gotta,
and female right there.
Yeah.
They still gotta, women still gotta pay their dues, but
Right.
not in the creepy way that
Right,
some people
right,
try to
right.
make them pay it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, and that's why I said I understand
Yeah.
why they're hesitant on some things. It's like,
I get
well,
it. Yeah,
who-
I'll definitely get it.
You know what I mean? But I just noticed there are certain, like you take a Jackie for instance.
Uh-huh.
Jackie is a fuck it, let's do it.
Oh,
You know, and that's why Jackie is doing well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she has Jackie approached things with whatever the guys are doing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Are you speaking
And
about
probably-
Jackie Fabulous?
Jackie
Yeah.
Fabulous, yeah.
And she has that. You know what I
And
mean?
probably
Go-getter.
hustled more than some
Right,
guys.
exactly.
Jackie,
Oh, for
for her,
sure.
at one point, Jackie was
Big
ooh,
hustler.
Yeah,
Big
her
hustler.
She's
bag
still big hustler.
Yeah,
And so that's what I'm saying. I noticed with some the hustle isn't the same.
yeah.
And I'm like, I feel that plays a part in why it's not fair. I mean, why it's not
Right.
equal. You know what I mean? The hustle also doesn't match either.
Because there's
Which
comedians
Yvette
like
was that?
Jackie.
Which Yvette was that?
Which Yvette?
You mentioned Yvette the comic.
No, I said vets.
Vets.
Like
Oh,
veterans.
veterans.
Veterans. Yeah. So, anyway, that was an observation I just
No, I feel
saw.
that.
You know.
What else they got over there, Cam? Big
So
questions.
there's like a lot of questions out
Yeah,
there.
well, they made
Okay,
sure.
we got-
You
Hey.
want one yo doing your stuff on stage?
Yeah, first off, I don't think Yo could ever get up on stage and talk in front of people. She's a people person out, but to be the center of attention, I think she
I
shit on
would say
herself.
Izzy, but you would definitely be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I
3
can see
years
Izzy
old
doing
with
more
my shit?
improv for sure.
What
I
if
can
Izzy
see
was
her.
like Negrolution chart? You letting her do that?
She can have it
Izzy's
now.
brilliant, bro.
That shit ain't never work. I'm never doing that.
Did y'all test her IQ?
So that shit ain't never work.
Y'all gotta test Izzy's IQ, bro. It has to be off the chain, bro.
Nah, she's into
very-
pranking right now, so that's
Yeah.
our newest
Oh.
battle. Is dealing with. I got to turn over my shoes before I put them on, and there be shit in my drawers.
Oh.
And she be like, "That's a funny joke, huh?"
The snaggle puss laugh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Tony. This one, Tony, you have a joke about using your ashes as seasoning. So the question is, if that actually happens, are any of you guys going to use Tony's ashes as seasoning?
I saw this question on YouTube. Yeah,
From
answer
Nana
up, fellas.
No, I'm not eating.
Is it
Tony.
your
Why
dying
not?
wish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a dying wish.
wish?
No.
It's definitely my dying wish.
You're never gonna
I
know.
want to be putting
He's
food.
not gonna know. He's definitely not gonna know.
If that's his dying wish,
But look, if you grounding up some turkey and you put a pinch of Tony, you're not gonna taste that.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm saying.
You're
That's
not
all
gonna
I
taste
want.
it.
But
If you
I don't want y'all to do it for the taste.
Like
I
you
just
can't
want
put
y'all
it.
to take me.
You
in.
can't put Tony on fries after they already cooked. That's disgusting.
Come on, man.
For the
put me on
spiritual
ride.
thing, I'd be like,
But
my
like,
brother
but like
will
a
be with me
pinch
always.
of
I don't want to
ground
be
turkey?
fully hidden
Wait,
within the
would
food.
you be mad if I sprinkled you on a blunt?
smoked
No.
you.
Okay,
But I prefer food over smoke.
that's
We can pick the
cannibalism.
food.
That's fine.
We
Huh?
can pick the food.
Yeah, you can pick the food. Just sprinkle me on something.
Yeah, give me a Tony wing, nigga.
A lemon pepper Tony.
That's my.
That's disgusting.
baby.
Yeah, you be sucking to
I feel the
everything.
love, man. I'm in you now. So now I'm inside DC.
Until you come out.
Until you take a dump. Yeah. That is over.
I'm saying that's not
Nah, the
that's not
nutrients
the
has
root.
been
The nutrients
absorbed.
gonna get absorbed
What's
by
the
the body.
nutrients in
What?
ass?
There's no. Yeah.
The mental nutrients.
Protein.
It's not gonna be like a regular meal. I'm gonna have my candles lit.
Yeah.
You're going to have a
Got
shot.
some say-
I'm gonna have somebody humming. Take it on
You see a real one.
They're gonna possess you. You can be like, oh, what's up, dog? Oh, what happened? What happened? We in wings. We in DC. Oh.
Yeah, man. Take me in, y'all. That's for all y'all on the Patreon over there, too, man.
Nah,
Take me
man.
in.
I'm not.
Why not, Chaz?
I'm not eating
Come
your
on, man.
ass, bro. I'm good.
You keep
A
making
pinch?
it sound like ass.
So,
Ass.
no.
It's
not a
That's
lot.
what
Small,
I'm
tiny
saying.
pinch?
You ain't a
The
real
tiniest
Yeah.
pinch.
I'm not a real friend.
No, hell no.
You're
You
not
Like, think all the
You're
time
not-
we've had hair or dirt in our food.
Right.
What's a pinch?
Exactly.
Hey, way
A
worse
pinch-
than
A pinch
that.
of your boy?
A
Is that
pinch of-
No, it's not cannibal. Stop worrying about the labels, Craig. You worried about too
If I
much
was
about
making
the
ground
labels.
turkey, I could take a tiny pinch.
So, Keon,
I'm not gonna
DC,
taste it. I'm not gonna
y'all
know.
real ones, man.
Oh, come on.
I done spit on y'all lips on accident.
That's definitely happening. That's for sure.
Y'all
happening.
did that. This is even better. It's dry.
That's for
I don't
sure
want
happening.
It's dry.
I don't want you to spit on my lip.
Why?
But
I
that's
did.
already
I'm
happened.
sure I have
I'm
before.
sure we've
and
all
you
done
licked
that
your
already.
lips.
But
Accidentally, all them game nights. Is this my cup?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
You touched Tony's cup.
Keon has spit in my mouth at some point in time. And I was just like, boop, boop.
I'm not gonna be like,
You make it
man,
sound
yo.
like, what up, Tony?
Nobody writes their names on the cups at the game night. Like,
Yeah.
whose is this? I think that's yours. Is
Drink
this
on
mine?
everybody's
Is this
shit in
yours?
there.
I
What's
don't
the
know.
difference, man? This is a sprinkle. So we got Keon, DC. Where you at,
That's
Craig?
how I'm a smoke. I put it all on the blunt. We good, Tony.
Put me in the
He
food,
high-
Craig.
I
he
can't
high.
eat you though.
Put me on the
Wait, how
Frank.
high? Yeah.
Nah, I
Come
can't
on,
throw
man.
you on the Frank.
Put me on the Frank.
Can't be no
And
Tony
Chaz
Tacos.
is out.
Hey, I'm not doing that, man.
Chaz
I
is
love
I
you.
thought
to
you
death,
had been
bro.
the first one.
To
on
eat
it,
your
man.
ass?
Yeah.
Yeah. of all
Eat his
these-
ass.
Tony done took care of you.
Yeah, but to eat his ass, I'm like, hey, man, I got
Sprinkle-
your
sprinkle
back.
a little on the
Sounds
lemon.
aggressive.
I got your back, bro.
You know what I
I got
mean?
eat my ashes.
Sounds
Put a little
aggressive.
on eggs in the shower.
Right.
man.
How many of
Man,
y'all in
duh.
the Patreon? Y'all getting in on
They
a
all
dash
gonna- they
of
all gonna
Tony?
eat your ass.
You
Dash.
call it a
They gonna
dash
eat
of
it.
Tony.
A pinch.
Who's getting in on
A
this?
scribblet.
If Mrs. Dash come out with
I wanna
Tony's
know.
ashes,
Come on.
Mrs.
I'm
Dash.
not doing that.
No, I'm not
That's
doing
too
It
that.
could be good though. Don't knock it till you try it.
I'm knocking it. I have
all
not.
in. Maria's
Of
all
course.
in.
Of course.
bro.
Send me.
Of course they're gonna be all
Bakery
in.
seasoning. See, y'all some real ones over here. man.
Bakery seasoned in Tony's ass. Y'all,
Come on, man.
No, man,
I
I'm
gave you
good.
rides to work, and this
You
how
did.
you,
I
this how you
appreciate
4 in the
do it.
morning. You can't have a
But,
pinch.
but the difference is that
pinch.
you're dead now. I don't have to deal with this. I
pinch.
would just tell you, hey Tony, I'm not.
Nah, man,
I know I
no.
told you I was gonna do that, but I'm not. Oh well, and I just go on.
That was just dying wish. I'm doing a pinch.
Right.
It's the least I can do. Like I said, we've eaten worse.
Right.
We've
I
eaten
don't
way
know.
worse. Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
y'all
Yes,
can
we
eat
have.
pork butt.
You've eaten worse than
taken
dead
away.
body?
A pinch of something. I'm saying dirt has been. You've eaten something that's fallen before.
Right.
Why is that your dying? That's a stupid.
But I'm just
dying
saying,
wish.
okay,
I wanna be
as
inside
everybody
y'all.
in this
You wanna
room
take care of
eating something
sincere?
they've dropped
Nah,
on the
man.
counter
I
or the
want to be
floor.
inside.
Don't worry about
y'all.
sincere. Just eat my ass.
I want to be
Somebody
one
dead
with
there?
y'all.
I'm just saying. Everybody in life has
Wanna take
eaten
care of
something that's
Dapper?
fallen on a counter, a table,
Yeah.
or a floor.
No,
or
that
it's
ain't-
dirt.
Worse
You've had
than that.
cow tongue before on
That's
the street.
disgusting.
Hey, but you know what it didn't have on it? Ash. It didn't have dead body presence.
You had the dead cow's tongue in your mouth.
It was a dead cow
Everybody's-
tongue. Not Tony, my friend. I'm not eating you.
Why not? I want you. I want to be in there.
I don't want you in
God
there.
made
He's not
Tony
really
and Tony
my
don't hurt.
I got Tony in the seasons. I put him in the deep fryer. I put Tony in the air fryer.
Little Tony Baloney?
Yeah.
Tony Maloney?
Tony Baloney?
I could be the next big thing in
Right.
culinary shit.
Oh, I'm out, man.
What if it's good? What if it's like,
And it's limited
shit.
supply.
It's super limited supply.
So it's going to be
I
expensive.
would
The price
sell you.
gonna
I would
rise.
sell your ass in a heartbeat.
Nah, man.
I would definitely
You gotta
come
taste
up.
the
I got
product.
Tony Ash right here. Who want it?
Give
Who
me
want
the
it?
give me the detective cocaine taste.
Yo,
Just do this.
speaking of detective, I think I saw, like, you know how when you watch, SVU, any of these cop shows, you see the detectives all the time in suit. I was driving here and I saw a big, a bunch of cops or whatever, and a dude got out in the suit. I've never seen a
Oh,
detective
snap.
Oh,
in real
You
life.
talking about
before.
on that street right before you turn right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
he had the blue suit on, and you could tell they was waiting on him to check out the scene. I was like, I've
Oh.
never seen
wow.
a detective
Yeah.
in real life.
What do we
I
got?
think I've seen him before.
And he
Okay,
got
I
out,
don't
he had
ever
his
seen
suit on.
it.
I was like, oh, I wanted to stop
Yeah,
and watch
what's
it.
going on?
Yeah,
Hey,
'cause I
mind your
was like-
business, sir. Okay.
Was he quirky?
he was tall.
Did he
was,
put
he
some
was,
shades on like
he was
Horatio?
tall. He, had
looked
the,
like a detective.
He
He
looked like he had the
"We
little
just
clipboard. Like, I was like,
getting
oh snap! I've never seen a detective before.
What do we got? Two
Yeah.
dead. One in the line.
I wanted to roll the window down. What do we got here?
Yeah.
Did he have his coffee?
I don't know if he was getting the call. He was still like
He had his
gathering
badge
his,
on his hip. On the
Looks like
belt.
somebody asked him the wrong question. I be hating those, bro. I hate those.
Seems that we
Right.
just getting started.
He's been shot. Yeah. I guess he only had one shot at this.
I wonder if they watch detectives on TVs and movies and be like, man, nah, we
don't be
ain't like
doing
that.
this.
No, for sure.
Yeah, we don't be doing
For
all
sure.
that shit. Got way better
They be
lines.
judging shows, be like, now this
Yeah.
feels real.
Yeah.
There's a doctor I was following somewhere. He was like judging doctor shows.
Yeah.
I can't remember what show. He was like, these are ridiculous. But there was one. He was like, this is accurate as shit.
Oh, okay.
He was like, oh, yeah, no, that's exactly how it goes.
I would love to see how cops take The Wire.
Right.
I would love to know their take on that show.
Right.
Be like, man, this is real. They
A
doing
lot
another.
of cop shows actually, especially in the early times, they would sway the image of cops on TV for propaganda.
Oh, dirty bastards.
Is that what they do on First 48? Because that can't be real. I'm like, man, y'all
Oh,
done
yeah. I mean,
led
it's
the
all
witness. Y'all, you on tape threatening them about, yeah, we know what happened with lies.
We got your friend in there and maybe chewing that biggest piece of gum or two
Right.
back. And
He told us you
he said
orchestrated
you
the
were-
whole thing.
You were the guy.
Now you going up.
I'm always shocked that still works.
Right.
The fact that we know that everything, how the setup is, if everybody just be quiet, just hush. Just
I know
everybody
by the
just
time
be
somebody
quiet.
does this, it's snitching.
Mentioning them years is where how it works.
Oh,
But I'm
they
saying the
start
fact that we
panicking.
know that that's the tactic,
So you willing to do 15 years for this guy?
and just be quiet. Because they're asking questions because they got nothing.
DC. You willing to do? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do 15 years. You're gonna miss 15 years of your daughter's lives for this guy.
That's a lot, man.
Is that what you're comfortable doing?
They got nothing.
He told us everything.
But if you play ball here, you could be out in the weekend. But you're willing to risk 15
That
years.
right
for
there
this guy.
sounds so much better.
They got nothing.
Just that relaxed me when he said that. I could be for the weekend.
But if not, if you fight this, if you take the rap for this guy, 15 years.
that's a lot, bro.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Think it over. I'm not trying to sway you in any way, but think it over.
Then
be
they leave
grabbing
out
you.
the room.
Think that over. Let that sit in your spirit.
Yeah, and I'm in a room alone by myself.
You want
But
some
everybody
Popeyes?
just hush.
You want some Popeyes? I'm going. I get you some.
I do
We'll
want some
talk this
Popeyes, and I'm gonna eat that silently. All
Try
the
to take everything
dips.
they got.
Well, it sounds good to be like, I ain't no snitch right now, but when they start throwing them numbers at
But that's
you,
what I'm
15
saying. If
years.
everybody just be quiet, what do they have?
but we don't know if he in that other room.
Yeah, because he in there.
But I'm saying
singing,
if he be
singing
quiet,
bloody
too,
murder.
if everybody just hush.
Bro, and then they'll leave you in a room for 15 minutes, come back, right? And it was like, that was only 15 minutes. Imagine 15 years. You'd be like,
Are you willing to do solitary confinement?
By the time you hear this sound, what you want to know?
you snitching in Morse code at that point.
Where's my blur?
Snitching. I'm gonna be the guy, lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Lawyer
a
up.
Blah, 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 blah. Lawyer.
lawyer.
That's all you got to say,
Lawyer.
man. You got kids. Lawyer.
Let me break up my Babbel. How do I say this in different languages? Lawyer.
Lawyer.
A lot of people say that to their
Until they in the
third
predicament.
day in county. It'd be like, oh,
But lawyer is something you can't. That's something you can do out the gate.
Yeah,
Lawyer.
but they put you in jail until that lawyer come.
Yeah, you'll be locked
You'll be
up,
waiting.
sure.
or bond or whatever. You just sitting in there 30
Right,
days
right.
in. You like,
Then you come back.
let me out. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Let me not do this time. Please. Please. You got any more questions, Cam?
Should we do YouTube questions?
Oh, I got to call you out, Craig, because
What's
Sabrina
up?
invited you
Yes,
to something, and he left it on scene.
by accident.
This is
I thought I answered.
Did you respond in your mind?
That happened.
I do
But
that
I-
all the time.
I seen them and said, "Yeah, I'm coming."
Nah,
Because sometimes you be driving, you be like, oh, I got
but
you.
just let the record show.
I acknowledged it.
He left an invite on scene.
I acknowledged
That
it. But
happens.
then in person, I said, "Yes, I will be
Yeah.
there."
That happens.
Okay.
Go throw it out there. But we
mental
inviting
responding.
Craig.
Mental responding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
I do that all the time.
I do. I check.
I bet I
In
just
my
saw
mind,
that
I
I
got
didn't
you.
say anything.
I'm like, oh, yeah, no doubt.
Especially, it don't take much because I'll be like, all right, I'm about to, and they be like, Dad, can I have? And then it's
You
gone.
going to something else?
It's gone.
Oh, no, I meant to. And Izzy has my phone all the time, bro. I'm trying to lose weight here, guys. I'm trying to get back on. I really. am
Hey,
trying
that's
to get
another
back
thing.
on
At the
it.
taping, people was looking slim.
Yeah, not me though, but you got DC. Of course, we talked about.
Slim Shitty, baby.
People
We
losing
talked
weight out
about.
here.
So one of my biggest things is that like I'm never prepping. You know what I mean? I never meal prep. I'm like, man, I'm not doing all this. I'm like, I'm not sitting here making 7 to 12 to 15, 20 something
A
meals.
lot of work, bro.
It's a lot of
But
work
it's
to
work
do,
at
bro.
once.
It's all a
You
lot of work
done.
at once, and then you're done.
But if I had the food pre-made, I'm
Right.
eating it.
Oh, of course.
Easily.
That's
Too-
the best thing
too
about
fast.
Factor, guys.
Oh, Factor?
Factor.
We got
Factor
it.
makes it
Tell me
easy
more.
for me to eat clean 24/7 with fresh, never frozen,
The clean eat?
prepared meals.
Wait, hold
The
on.
clean eating.
Fresh, never frozen?
Fresh, never frozen.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Prepared meals. I had it the first time.
Prepared?
That are so delicious, you wouldn't believe they were actually good for you. Factor saves me time by delivering chef-crafted meals to my doorstep, eliminating the hassle of grocery shopping and meal prep. Not to mention cleanup, no dishes to wash.
No
here.
dishes?
No dishes, and no cleanup, and no prep, baby.
And it's fresh.
And it's fresh.
Fresh,
Never,
man.
Because frozen meals be pumping up the sodium
Right.
level.
never
super
frozen.
high.
Yeah.
Never frozen.
Sodium be like 1,000 milligrams.
You
per
gotta
serving.
let Factor tackle the tough times so you don't have to. 'Cause I hate doing extra work, guys. That's what makes me not eat clean. The registered
feel that.
dietitians and expect chefs work hand to hand to create meals with nutritious ingredients. Add with more than 27 meal options each
They
week.
got vegan and vegetarian options.
Yeah, actually, Tony, they do offer vegan
What?
plus veggie meals, cold pressed juices,
Talk your
smoothies,
ish.
energy
Smoothies?
bites, plant-based bars, extra protein,
Juices?
veggie
pressed?
and more to keep you fueled focused for the day.
Man, say their name again.
Factor.
Oh.
You guys are interested in trying out Factor?
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially if they got vegan options. I'd be a goddamn
Tell
fool
'em,
not
say
to
it.
try
Say
this
it
out,
louder.
man.
Well, let me tell you guys. I'm not going to tell
Finish
everybody.
what
But I'll
you
tell you
tell
guys.
'em, yeah.
Tell us.
Tell
All
us,
right,
man.
head to go.factor75.com/issues. What was that, Chaz? That's go.factor75.com/issues. And use the code issues120 to get, guess how much off you about to get?
How much?
$120 goddamn dollars.
You getting $120 off?
$120 off.
Wow.
Man.
That's code issues120 at go.factor75.com/issues. For $120
That's
off.
a lot off.
$120 off.
That's some Kyrie's off.
I spent $120 on a meal with the family, bro.
Yeah. You
go
get
to-
that off now. That's amazing.
$120.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food.
Come on, man. Never frozen.
That's a good
Man.
That's super appealing right there.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Vegan.
Hell yeah. Hell
Smoothies.
yeah, man.
Cold
Piss,
pressed
yeah.
juices. Piss, yeah?
Piss, yeah. I be
Issues
saying piss a lot.
120.
Piss. Piss.
Fresh.
Yo, I got a question from the YouTubers.
What they
See
got?
what they got.
Got the question. A quick question from LaFlay Fleming. LaFlay.
Leflay Fleming.
This is a quick one. This should be quick. All male Power Rangers, what color y'all choosing?
Black.
Black.
We got to be different colors.
We have to.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
oh, you
Ha,
took
ha.
black.
Red.
Red.
your
Red.
black.
Saying red.
I'll go green.
Yeah, I take yellow, the girl.
Blue. Give me blue.
You have to be one of the guy rangers, I
Oh.
think it says.
Oh, all male. Power Ranger?
Yeah.
What is?
Wait,
Well, I'll be the White Ranger.
There's the white
Oh,
ranger.
we got to pick the
Yeah,
colors
I'll be
that
the White Ranger. He was special.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was.
I thought
he was
just
green
pick
and
a color.
white.
Too late.
I thought it was just pick a Power Ranger.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll go with the blue.
I'll take the White Ranger.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think
Black
about
Ranger's hair was always still done when the suit came off. I was like, oh, okay.
that. Not that lineup though.
They be in there, hoo-yah, 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 hoo-yah. The putties with the dumb.
Were they really in their suits, or did they have other?
There
powers?
had to be stunt doubles in there.
Oh
No,
yeah.
everything in that show actually. So the show was actually Japanese,
Right.
and all the fight scenes and when they're in their suits, that's the Japanese show, and they took that and then they just re-added all the scenes without them in their costumes that was shot in the U.S. So it's a
What?
mashup of the Japanese show and the American show.
But the
What?
people, but they
So
still
they were
had-
never in those suits.
But they still had to
Early
know
on.
martial
Okay.
arts
Yes.
because they did a lot of fight scenes without the suits
Yeah.
on.
Exactly.
I never knew that.
But yeah, they just pulled
Wow.
right from that Japanese show and just
Same
repackaged
show
it.
and everything. They
Yep.
just pulled and then just wow, that's crazy.
Shane was on Power Rangers.
Was
Shane
he?
Miller, yeah.
He was.
Was
I
it?
mean, I wouldn't know. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch it.
They had like a
I
speaking
don't know
role.
which episodes. I don't know all that.
Shane can fight, bro. Shane could kill
Was
you.
he a stunt double?
I think he was on the actual show.
Oh, snap.
yeah.
Shout out to
wasn't fighting
Shane.
back
Character.
then.
I don't know if he was one
Shane
of
been
the main
training
characters.
his whole life, hasn't he? He was in like
Since he
Taekwondo
was-
since he was like 7 or something like that.
Yeah, around.
Yeah, Shane.
When I was going doing Muay Thai with
And Muay
Shane, bro,
Thai.
I was so impressed. Cause like even slipping kicks, I was like, bro, I would have never thought Shane was that deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly.
His kicks are pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dog.
was watching him kick the bag one time. I was like,
Yeah,
Shane
bro.
can- ooh.
Yeah.
And I was like, and Damon Jr.
Yes.
Damon Jr. would kill you.
Yeah, you had to have pistol for them niggas.
Oh, you definitely got
You
to
gotta
have
have guns
pistols
for
for
them.
these guys.
Yeah.
Damon Jr. can do flips and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
I got to shoot him mid flip.
when we
Falls out
was,
the air.
when we was in the Cayman Islands, you know how people just flip back.
Drop. Well,
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Cayman,
damn.
Cayman Islands. Was
Okay.
that a drop? Was that a
See?
drop?
See?
Yeah.
And you can't eat Tony?
Yeah.
You just got spit in your eyeball.
no, that was the drop.
He was saying that was a
Cayman
drop.
Islands. I've never been there, and he just hit me.
Oh,
We was in the
okay.
Cayman
Years
Islands.
ago.
Bam.
Years ago. Years
Oh,
ago.
I thought that was
Cayman
spit.
When you were
Islands.
swimming with devil rays. And
That's where they was
those
putting all the
things
illegal
there.
money,
Yeah,
man.
swimming with
What fruit was
stingrays.
out there?
Oh, fruit, dragon fruit, yellow dragon fruit. Very delicious,
Yeah.
juicy. But he did a flip. You know how people just flip off the boat or whatever and
Yeah.
just be like, oh, we'll try something. He like twirled around,
Yeah.
flipped, and I was like, oh, you've been in class
He's a
somewhere.
ninja.
He's
Yeah.
been
He used to do
doing
gymnastics and all
parkour for a
that,
while.
They had me
And
tripping out, bro. I was like, damn, he can really do this.
Ballet, all
A
that
real
stuff.
ninja.
Right.
He has a couple martial arts belts under his thing. He did this thing called Fightology. He used to love anime and all the martial arts, everything about the Japanese culture.
He'll kill you. You gotta watch cats like that,
Pistols, man.
I almost bought him a sword one day, and then I thought, oh man, if I hear on the news somebody gets sliced with a sword,
Yeah.
I had a couple swords. They just rusted away.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro?
did you ever train with him?
Nah, I used to. There was because my brother brought something back from overseas. It was this one real extravagant looking sword, that's straight. But I really like the ones that curved. I'm not sure what the style is, but it was like that, and it was sharper.
Like a scythe.
Had the handle with the block here. Is that what it's called?
Those are like those
Like
Arabian
Persian type
yeah,
joints.
those Arabian,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that big at the top. It was more so straight and curved up. I like that one.
Arabian
Yeah, but I didn't keep up with it.
And you didn't keep up with it?
I didn't keep up with it.
Every
I
time
don't
I
know where
think-
that sword is now.
When I think of
Were they
swords-
very sharp and tip top?
The extravagant one with the that one wasn't that sharp. But the
Okay.
one I was just talking about, big sharp.
So you could do the bodyguard scene, throw the thing in there and watch it. The silk.
Bodyguard.
Remember in Bodyguard, he took her silk
oh
cloth,
yeah,
and he just tossed it up just to show how sharp the knife, and it
Yeah.
fell and split. I was like, that's sharp to cut through a silk scarf,
Right.
and then with no pressure,
Right.
it
He
just
just on the
fell.
phone all day sharpening it.
I was like, that's sharp.
The Bodyguard. Whitney Houston transitioned into acting pretty smoothly.
Well, that was
well.
easy for her because she was just playing herself.
Yeah, but it was still a smooth. When you come out the gate and have a hit like that, it's like
Huge
man,
hit.
Huge hit.
Huge.
Soundtrack was one of the
Oh.
best-selling albums of all time.
Oh, she doubled up on that. The
She killed,
soundtrack
yeah.
song was one of the
And then
biggest
she
songs.
followed it up with
Like
Preacher's
Waiting to
Wife.
Exhale.
Waiting
Yeah.
to exhale, yeah.
So I'm
That
like,
was-
man, she just
oh,
slid
Preacher's
up in
Wife
there.
wasn't
That was
after?
after
Oh,
Waiting to
okay.
Exhale.
And I give her more credit for Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to
'cause
Exhale was
she was just
good.
paying a random.
I
It's
like
funny
Waiting to
too.
Exhale. Yeah, it was
It's
funny
super
as hell.
funny.
Cause she had top billing.
But that was closer to her. She's from Jersey. She
Right.
Yeah.
She was our queen, but she was still
She was hood.
from the hood. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, man, she just slid up in this acting game and then slid out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right.
Well, she did 3 or 4 movies.
I want to say 4 if you count. What was that movie she was?
Wasn't she
we
like
did
in a
with Brandy? She did
Cinderella?
something.
Oh, yeah, the
Cinderella.
Disney one.
Whitney was
Right.
beautiful, bro.
Whitney.
Man.
Whitney was good looking, but it was never like I was like, man, I never had
Me either.
crush.
Yeah, she wasn't that.
But I,
She
I
was all face to me.
recognized-
That's
Yeah,
why.
She was beautiful.
I didn't have
recognized
sexual
the
thoughts
face.
about Whitney
No.
Houston.
No.
Yeah, it was that. It
No,
was
she was
like,
just
She was
beautiful.
face me.
I was just kind of like,
she was just like, man, that's a good looking
Yeah.
woman right there. And then I kept it moving.
yeah, it wasn't like one of those like, God.
Yeah, it was never no man.
I need other stuff.
Like
than
everybody
just
going
face.
crazy about Rihanna being pregnant right now.
I was like, oh, good for you.
Every
Yeah.
dude was like, oh, it's over. It's like, when were you?
I think it's just for comedic
Yeah, it's
effect.
And
for fun.
contention.
Yeah.
if I sing your song, I can't sleep with you. I feel like a fan.
You can't be a fan.
But I didn't sleep with you.
Shit.
You couldn't
feel
sleep
you.
with somebody you're a fan of.
I will do
Nah.
a Shandi like, oh baby,
Oh,
oh
man.
baby, oh baby.
Why not, though?
Goddamn right.
Just thinking,
Goddamn right.
and if it goes into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I met you as a fan.
So
No, I don't want to be like. I'm more infatuated with you than in love with you.
Well, I think
what
that's
I
fair.
think.
But plus, you've been
I
in
see, I
Hollywood
get what you're
since
saying.
'58,
I
so
know.
I get it.
I can't be sitting there. I just want to be down. Yes, then it's like I was a fan. I respect you as a fan, but it might be corrupting how I feel about you.
I
so
get
now
that.
you might not like the songs no more because y'all in a relationship.
No,
No,
you
I
just-
might not like you for real. It might
Yeah.
just be your work that I like.
Oh, you saying it's gonna muddle the?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
boning
yeah.
your
Gotcha.
music. I'm not really.
Okay.
But
That
you, at
makes
first
sense.
you started off by saying I couldn't sleep with somebody. Being in a relationship with them, that's different. But just a smash, I don't. Yes, I
even
can
a
smash people.
I
I'm a
don't
fan
want to
of.
feel like.
Because
So you
every
would never
woman,
smash.
Yeah, I don't want her to escort me out like I gotta go to work. Yeah.
I got hits to write.
I'll be putting my shoe on the way out. I think, call me.
I call you.
Call me.
Yeah.
Be midway. She's like, oh, I gotta go to the studio. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Wait, so you would?
She
so
can zip
you,
it up
you-
in front of me. Like, get out.
I'm
So you don't
all
have any
in on the
celebrity
smash,
crushes?
man.
Oh yeah, I have celebrity crushes, but it's just a crush.
But you wouldn't want it to go. You wouldn't want to go on a date with one of your celebrity crushes.
Nah, I'd hang out with them, but
That's a date.
in a group setting.
Oh,
setting.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a code.
Yeah.
look
What's her
bad.
name? Amaru LaRue? Oh,
Who?
goodness. What's her name?
Amel LaRue?
Amel LaRue?
See, you ain't a fan of hers. You don't know her name. You just want to.
I don't just know
Yeah, he
LaRue.
did fumble the name.
I just didn't know it's
I'm a
LaRue.
bigger fan.
He said,
over here.
Amarillo?
Amarillo LaRue.
Ariel?
mixing
You don't
a
have
few
an
names
easy
together.
name to say. How you say it, Tony?
Amel LaRue.
That's a tough name.
Amel. It's really
Like
not.
how
It's not a
it's
tough
spelled.
name.
A-M-E-L.
It's not a tough
The
name for someone
last
who's a
name,
fan.
if you look at it, it could be a bit tricky, but
when
I'm
I was
a
younger,
fan.
I was like,
though.
hello.
I made sure to know how the name was spelled.
You don't
Yeah.
love her more than me.
I do. I'm an actual fan. Beyond the crush. I actually like her music.
I love her music.
You got the album. What group was she with?
Groove Theory.
Okay.
Ooh, he came back quick
He
with
did.
that, too.
He
Goof
did.
Theory.
What our group did.
What was the name of her solo album?
Bryce.
Bryce.
I thought you were the name
Slow
of the
down,
name of the
buddy.
guy.
Partner?
Her
Yeah.
partner. Solo album? I forgot. What's it? Tell Me. Tell Me was the
No,
first
Tell
album.
Me was on Group Theory.
You're right.
You ain't
I don't know.
in.
I don't know
You
the
ain't
name.
in on
This
this.
isn't fair, bro. You're an almanac.
Well, he's
I can't-
proving you're not a fan. You just,
I'm a
you think
huge
she's
fan.
pretty.
She was gorgeous.
She's
She was
purty.
beyond- She was pretty. One of my favorites. That's subtle pretty too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I first saw Janelle Monáe. I was like, she is super
She's
cute, bro.
beautiful.
I was like, that's a
Janelle
Janelle
Monáe?
Monáe.
She is
I
beautiful.
said,
Like
that's
the girl from City High could get it. Cause I don't,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know
Claudia.
her name.
Claudette
yeah.
Ortiz.
Claudette. Was it Claudette?
Claudette
Yeah.
Ortiz.
Because I don't know her name and I don't know all that stuff about her. So it's like,
I'm assuming for Salma Hayek.
So you be all in on her because you're not really a fan.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Make some.
But the only
my
reason I
craziness
wanted
makes
Shiny
some
so
sense.
much because it's been since I was 16. Like, I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like
Everybody
come
else
on,
is
put the
like,
heels
yeah.
on.
But she's better than her music. Like, she looks better than her music.
Her
You know
music
what I mean?
is
If that
great.
makes sense.
Actually,
got
her
some good
music
songs,
is
man.
No, I'm not
Wasn't
saying she
as
can't.
bad
I don't think
as
she has
people
hits.
Portrayed.
Shanti got hits. She's just not
she
a
got
strong.
some good music.
Remember, she was singing national anthem. The mic kept going out, and the mic was like, "I got your back."
Ashanti.
I feel
People
like
get
she's
mad
Brandy-
crushes
Because
on
Brandy
her, though.
killed.
She's actually gotten better vocally. When she did her verses, I was actually shocked.
She did good. She
I was like,
wasn't bad,
oh.
yeah.
All right.
She seemed cool as hell, though. That's
She seemed
another
mad
factor about Ashanti. She just seemed cool to hang with.
Like she
She
take her
mad
wig
cool.
off when she hang out. She just straight stocking
She
cap.
had good energy about it.
No, I did
What's up, Tom?
unfollow her because her page is actually boring.
I mean,
But you know,
Who you?
But
Who
I'm
you
You gonna
still-
follow her
expecting?
for excitement?
huh?
Or you just
You were
expecting
following
just
her
a whole
for
bunch
Sometimes
of.
it was really. It's just a bunch of like.
oh, she was
it's-
gonna have some green screen
Nah.
background.
Just
You
something
see
like,
these
you know-
gas prices?
You know, how some people
Keon
do
wanted
stuff.
explosions.
No, some people do stuff. She does nothing on her page. Like it's just like
Yeah.
this
Just
is a
pictures.
picture of me, and I'm like, well, I can Google that. Like,
Yeah,
so
I feel
it's
that.
just it was boring.
Yeah. I don't follow.
Yeah, but I mean, I
You
still.
smashing? Yeah.
Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek, 55. Hell yeah. I'm gonna get in
Why you
there
throwing age in there?
because she still looks amazing
Oh,
at
no,
55.
yeah.
I'm gonna do my quick bust, walk of shame out, and then yeah, come tell you
telling
guys. She's definitely gonna know by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salma Hayek.
By now.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
She
yeah.
knows
Are
that's
you
my
telling
girl.
us the story? You telling us about the night?
Oh yeah, I'm saying, yo guys, I'm embarrassed to shut up myself. I went in, I was out that fast. Desperado just started, I was out. The movie didn't even get to the titles. I was out.
I wouldn't even care. Like
Wait, what?
usually in normal life, I care. If it was since I was 6, I wouldn't. I did it. I wouldn't care if it was good.
You're gonna try to put your best foot forward.
I would try, but if I failed, I'd be like, well, I
like
still
your
did
crush?
it.
Like, bro, I was
still
excited,
did it.
man.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
excited.
You're gonna try to put your best.
It's been 20 years.
I tried and it
As soon
didn't
as
work out.
I might not even get it in there. Is that the titty? Well, it happened.
Sorry.
It happened.
She's like, my sheets, man. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, you went raw?
Oh, I'm going wrong.
What?
You didn't have a skin?
What's up, Mahaya?
A skin on?
What's that, Mahaya? No. Definitely going
I'm
in.
going raw for sure. I want people to feel how they felt about Rihanna.
What if they
with
was
Ashanti.
like, put the condoms on?
Well, then we doing that. I'm not gonna put up a fight.
Don't you think every
Yes.
guy she meets says that? I'm going in raw.
Right. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I want to be the one that she drops the pictures and is pregnant. My baby.
And you walking
Does
down the
Salma have
street.
kids?
You gonna have that
got-
proud
she
full
got
talk
two,
with
I
the
think.
kids.
She
Hey, your daddy messed up, but look.
Look what I did though, guys.
I think she
Look
got
what I
2.
did.
Because she had that rich billionaire who
Salma Hayek?
Man, rich French billionaire.
Ashanti don't have kids.
No.
How they
That's why
all
when
get-
the Rihanna news dropped, I was like, yeah. But if Shanti came up first, I'd be like,
That's when you.
come on, man.
How they all get these rich billionaires?
Huh?
Is it just like a billionaire's going through his music catalog and is like her?
Oh, I'm sure this
Get her
billionaire
here.
knew who Salma was.
Oh, yeah,
man.
absolutely.
I'd
I
be
have to
honored
meet
to
her. Mm-hmm.
meet me on my yacht. And he can keep up with her financially.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
She ain't spending her money.
I'd be like, you want some Wingstop?
They probably might be like,
One of
yeah.
those billionaires. Meet me at the 7-Eleven. Let's see if it's real.
Yeah. No, he's got meet me at the Babbel Chateau.
They just leaning on the hot dog.
Yeah, the Chateau of the Babbel.
The little hot dog one.
Oh,
with
how
the
do you find about this
7-Eleven.
place? Oh, I own it.
Right.
Bitch.
Actually bought this whole block out. I just love the location. Like, shut up, man. Hush.
We need to go to the Eiffel Tower on the tab.
Oh,
I own the restaurant.
Back to the question I had. Hey,
God
man.
damn,
What the
man.
hell? God damn, Dion.
Smelling your HBO special, man.
Dion black.
Jesus.
That's a black in
Come
here.
on, this right
Oh,
here.
shit, man.
Congratulations on
through
your
with
HBO
it.
special, man.
Why Dion busted? Why Dion busted?
Clearance rack, man. Come on.
You can't tell the jokes, bro.
Damn,
He
Dion.
came in strong, man.
Thank
Came
you,
in
Dion.
tough.
Oh, like, shit.
He busted in strong, and Dion ain't no small individual.
Not a small
Oh,
dude.
shit, it was all torso.
You
coming
gotta
in
shoot
there.
Dion too, bro.
Oh yeah, pistol. Shout out to Dion Lack. for busting in. I had a question, okay, from let me make sure I'm saying this right. Road HS 688 or Rhodes RODE HS 688 has a question.
All right.
Your girl accidentally leaves her phone unlocked on the bed, under her pillow. She's about to take a shower. She locks the door and says she needs privacy and time to think. Notification goes off on your girl's phone, and you find out she's texting your child. Your child texts her and says, I'm going to give the opposite sex one more try, and if this doesn't work out, I'm going to be homosexual. The person your child is dating is no good for your child. Now, do you interfere and say they are no good? They are no good, but that doesn't mean you should be homosexual just because you keep getting hurt? Or do you say nothing and let your child enter a different lifestyle that is homosexuality?
No, there's so many steps before that.
Right.
What's that got to do with the shower and the locking
Right,
the
the
door?
phone.
It just reveals the conversation that whoever
behind
you're
your back?
dating, your child is having the conversation with them that they don't want to share with you.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Before I get to that point, I'm gonna tell her like, we need to talk. Why are you keeping this from me? You know, yada yada yada, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I can understand
But
if your
that-
kid feel more comfortable talking to
Yeah,
someone
that
else. than a
happens,
parent.
for sure.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that
First of
either.
all, you in violation all the way around because first you looked at your girl's phone to see this text, then you're gonna judge your son on his actions. It's like a whole bunch of red flags going on here.
Yeah, I don't.
If
I
you
could
can
cut it.
potentially be homosexual, I mean, that's what you are.
Yeah, I
mean,
could care less.
and it's not the deciding factor. Shouldn't be about this last.
That's
date
the reasoning
don't
is
work.
stupid.
Yeah, this last date don't work. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be,
People
that-
do, people do that all the time.
Exactly,
though.
and that's
but you already are that.
They be like,
yeah.
because a lot of people go both ways. So they're just saying, I'm giving up on dudes, I'm going to date these women.
None
I'm
of
sick
that
of y'all.
concerns me.
Yeah, that's the
My main concern would be like, no, we need to talk about.
But that ain't
kid.
it ain't in this question.
It is in the question.
No,
I don't
not our
want them. I
relationship the way
definitely
they
want them
got to
dealing.
hide
I
from
definitely
me.
don't want them dealing with
That's not in
because
here.
they were being mistreated by one of the people or whatever.
Yeah.
don't
I
want
would
them
tell
to
them
go
that
to
the
be- I don't want them to
reasoning
be
is-
mistreated by anybody.
Yeah.
Silly, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I might drop hints on it. Put a movie on that is similar to what they going through.
put
Like,
on
man,
Milk or
look at this
something?"
dude right here. Beautiful Mind. I put that on.
Was he dealing with that in The Beautiful Mind?
Is that Eternal? The one
Eternal
with-
Sunshine of the
yeah,
Spotless Mind?
that's the one.
Oh.
The one, the Jim Carrey one. When they
He
went
was
through
in a
the
bad
breakup.
relationship with old girl.
They wanted to forget each other because they weren't working out. So they went to this place that makes you forget about the other person.
Gotcha.
Geez, that's dramatic.
It was.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
premise of the
It's crazy.
movie. I never got into that movie like everybody.
That probably
else.
would be my response to this too. Is like, that's dramatic. Like, that was dramatic. Like,
You don't
just
need it,
you don't have to do all that just because somebody hurt your feelings. Like,
I would say, hey, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Be safe and respect yourself.
I would
Yeah.
think they would have
And
the
then
feelings
whatever.
before that anyway.
that's
to
what I'm
just
saying.
say,
You know, like
If I say something, that
be happy.
means I knew about the secret conversation.
I saw the girl's phone. I saw your mom's phone. I looked. Now listen. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Big deal, I broke it. Okay, now
Right.
listen. Here's the thing. Be safe and respect
Coming
yourself.
in,
What
stumbling
you gonna
over.
do? Come on.
Why
We
are
know
you
what
looking
to
at
do.
my phone, Chad?
I looked at your phone. All right, the notification went off. I saw the kid. I read it. What you gonna do? You gonna divorce me
Yeah.
now?
first of all, she ain't got a leg to stand on it because again, you hide shit from me as a parent, so you don't have a leg to stand on.
What, you still looked in the phone.
I don't give a shit.
Even-
when it comes to my kid,
Hey, I
And
looked
you
at your
hid
phone.
stuff from me
What
as a
we
kid?
gonna
Nah,
do?
you
What
can't
gonna
look
do?
at it
y'all
like that,
saying
though.
it
What
like
you gonna
that
do?
now to them
You
kids.
can't look
to
at it
being
like that.
Yes, the hell I can.
I'm not
No,
talking to you.
Yes,
because
I
if-
can.
Yeah,
If
I just
your
wanna let you know I'm here
child
for. I support you.
doesn't want you to know something, and they just trying to work it out between them two,
They're
you
keeping
don't
me
have
out
to
of the
be
loop.
in there right away.
I
Yeah,
agree.
They're
I
keeping
agree.
me out
don't
of the
have
loop
to be
with,
in
with a
there.
child
You
that
should
you're
be-
raising together.
I still
I
So
think
what are
you-
y'all gonna do? Do all this by yourself and then bring me in later?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
That's bullshit.
Well, the thing
Because
is,
they
not
might be
always-
more comfortable with a certain
This right
parent.
here
happy
is
that
why
you're
they're not
you can't
bringing
get
you
mad at
in.
that.
But you should be
Bullshit.
happy that they're talking to somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. What if they're not?
I'm
what if
not,
they're
I'm not
holding
mad
it
at the
in?
kid though. I'm talking about her. I ain't gotta let him know that she told me.
Or you're saying your
I'm
beef
talking
is
about
with
her.
You're saying she's supposed to be telling me.
We are raising these children.
I see
Right.
that.
I don't have to say nothing to the kid.
Yeah.
He ain't never got to know that I know.
Right, right,
But
right.
you guys
You
come
need to
talk
be
to me.
telling
Yeah,
me
right.
what's
Not
going on.
necessarily.
Right. I'm not hiding. No, when we raising a kid together,
I'm not immediately gonna sell my kid out like
Yo,
that.
trust is
If
trust,
Serene
bro.
came to me more comfortable than sharing something with Cherie, I'm not going to Cherie right away. I'm just not doing it.
But a kid is
because
coming
I'm
to
not
you.
going. I'm not going
but
to
they're-
betray.
but-
Because then
Yeah.
what happens is, all right, I ain't talking to neither one of them.
Right.
Because they just gonna tell each other
Right.
and shut my shit down.
I agree with that.
And I
1,000%.
would hate to lose that relationship as opposed to me
What I'm-
getting
but
but
mad.
how
you're
is the
telling-
child
because I'm
going
not
to know
already
that I
your
know
child.
if I never say anything?
You said
Bro.
what?
How did how the child going to know that I know if I don't say anything?
Well, the kids just have to tell
Right.
you when they're ready
He
to tell
don't.
you.
He don't want you to know. Or
Right.
she
I'm
don't
saying-
want
But
you
I'm
to
saying,
know.
how would they know that
Only
I
person
know?
that can blow it is Ree or
Right.
Cotty.
But
But still,
that doesn't matter.
To get mad at them for not coming to you right away with
It
something
don't have to
the
be right
child
away.
came with.
In this context, it said they've talked about this for a while.
What
They
Keon
didn't
is saying
really
is
say
that
that.
Cotty should be coming to him and just telling him.
Just
but
keep
he
me in the
I
loop.
hear what he's
But he
saying,
can't-
but there's no
but
reason to
but
be
the
mad
child,
about it.
the
though.
child will never know.
But there's also a mother and child bond that is a little bit different.
That's
Where
father and child bond.
Yeah.
too,
that's
Those
also
bonds are
different.
different.
Like
Right. I'm not
I
getting mad at
definitely
the
did.
other
I definitely
parent.
did to my dad. Don't tell mom certain things. However, if he did, I don't. To this day, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did. I have no idea.
But you, but
And
you
I'm,
went,
I'm assuming he probably did.
but you went to your dad because you trust him.
Well, no, just because I trusted both of them, but it was just we were all guys in the house.
Well, yeah,
It
but
was
you're
just-
like, I'm more
You
comfortable
pick one
telling
parent over another.
I'm more
Huh?
comfortable telling you this than
Yeah, I
telling
mean, it
my
was
mom
just
this.
guys.
So, but that's the thing. But I'm more comfortable telling you this. I wouldn't want my mom to know this. So I'm coming to you, pops. I would be like, yo, I respect that 1,000%. When you're ready to tell your mom when you're ready.
Right.
Like, I got you. To me, it's a non. If she was like, oh, she wasn't ready to come, or she wasn't ready to come to you to tell you that. I'm like, that's all good. I'm
That's
not gonna,
fine. That's fine.
I'm not gonna be mad about
I'm saying
that.
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
gonna
be
I'm
mad
not
either.
gonna put him under the bus either.
But I also want my
But you
wife
gonna be
to
mad
be
at Cotty though.
not
yeah.
really, not upset. Be like, yo, why?
Oh, you changing the energy now.
Well,
You
then
was
you
on-
just changed. You was hyped up a second ago.
You was super pissed a minute
But I'm
ago.
like, why y'all?
He was hype with
You
you.
had
Why
her
y'all doing
upside
this?
down on the balcony a second ago.
Why y'all doing this? Like, these are our children. These are our children. Like, I'm not gonna be like, we're getting a divorce because you didn't.
No, but you was pissed. Just
Yeah, but I'm saying
You need to tell me.
you can't. No, we
Why y'all
not.
have this conversation behind my back? That was your energy.
That was your energy.
2 minutes
Like,
ago.
And I might have been feeding off y'all fighting me on it, so that might have been a thing too. And I'm like, no, because you was like, that's their responsibility. And I'm like, no, nigga, these are our children. So I definitely turned up on the no. We're raising children together. You keep each other in the loop. But the kid ain't got to know. The kid ain't got to know. You know what? Fuck it. Keep me in the goddamn loop. And somebody say something about it,
Keon had
nigga.
her against the wall, her feet buried.
Somebody say something about it. Keep me
Why
in the
you
goddamn
ain't
loop.
tell me?
This is why we don't tell you things.
Why? Why would you get that from me? Oh shit! Piss.
The shift in Keon was crazy.
No, I'm just saying that.
We can watch it back though. My energy got more hype when he was telling me I don't need to know.
All I'm saying is,
We watch it back.
I never changed my
We gotta watch
stance
the
though.
clips.
We watch it back. My energy got more hype when he was telling me I don't need to know. I don't need to let the child know. But me and her are supposed to, and you were on my side and then jump ship,
No,
nigga.
I was.
He
No, I wasn't. I stayed.
He did a
I-
Damon Jr. flip off the
No,
boat.
I stayed with what he was saying. I still agree with what Keon's saying that that she should be able to tell. She should tell him. It's just her job, not because Keon's not going to say nothing.
I'm not gonna say a word.
So if Keon says something, then he messes up everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But if she just tells him, I think that you're supposed to tell the other parent.
My beef is Keon should not be mad at Cotty. That's my
he
argument.
definitely was mad at her.
I agree.
That's
You were mad
exactly.
at
That's my
That's
argument.
fair.
I agree.
And that's
But
what
I
I
would-
said that riled you up.
I would want to be like, why
But,
aren't you telling me this?
Devil's advocate. If shit hits the fan and he didn't know, then he has every right to be mad at Cotty because he could have prevented some shit. He could be giving advice to Cotty to deliver to him.
Right.
He might have been able to give advice.
I mean,
But that's the thing.
But the
But
thing
that's
is-
where that two parenting comes
That's what
in.
I'm saying.
But he didn't.
I never
want-
left your side.
But the kid didn't want his advice.
Right.
The kid wanted Cotty's and not to be swayed by Keon. So that's why.
But
they
he's
went
coming to
straight
her for advice. So clearly you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And that's our job as parents is to help you when you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Well, he came to one.
He don't have one parent.
But he came to one he's comfortable with right now. You
That's,
gotta give.
but again, that's fine. I'm talking about her should be keeping me in the loop.
Bro, you have
Then you betray the
you
child.
have a responsibility to keep the trust before you and your child. It's fine.
How would they know? Like I said, to this day,
What
I
if-
have
what if
no
this is-
idea
what if
if
this
my
is-
dad
that's
told
not
my
what
mom.
trust
What
is.
is- you still
Mom, that's
betraying,
not what
whether you
trust
know or
is,
not.
though, Keon.
And I wouldn't care at this
Mom, I
point.
went
But that's
to the-
not what
Mom,
trust
I went to
is.
the doctor. I'm dying of AIDS. I have cancer, whatever. Don't tell Dad. What?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I would
What?
say first.
What?
Well, first
That's
I would
ridiculous.
Say,
What?
Wait, hold on. Wait, talk about first.
Think about that.
No, that's cool. First, I would tell them. When do you plan on telling them?
Yeah.
Because that's something you have to tell them.
I don't
I'm
want
not
to
Well,
tell
running.
then I have to. I'm telling you right now, before we leave this, then I have to tell them that. I'm not going to go back and tell them behind
I'm
your
not
back.
telling you shit ever again.
Well, you're going to
Well,
die
you
soon,
dying.
so you're not going to really
You're on your deathbed. You're going to stop telling me everything pretty
Everyone
soon.
get the fuck out of my room.
That's not really going to
out of my
matter.
room.
I'm not on the time clock here.
All of you guys get out.
I
But
actually
we
text
would,
him
we
now.
would have a lot of conversations back and forth on why it's important to let.
the other
Right.
parent know.
Right.
But I'm not immediately going to go tell.
You're saying you're not going. You
But
going.
we just gonna have to have the conversations. I'm gonna have to dig deep into
Now-
why
now-
you feel so uncomfortable telling.
And the reason why I had the
So-and-so.
reaction that I did, because
Okay.
in this scenario,
That's
I
fair.
took it as if you're all the way that far, you guys have talked about this for a while.
maybe.
So I'm like, y'all been keeping me out for a minute. If this is the first text,
which it could be.
could be. But when I read the scenario as when you've gotten that far, you guys have been talking about this for a minute.
It's a different combo, though. But here's a good thing. If you and Cotty, or any relationship, is like, hey, so if our kids do go to one to the other, it's a great thing to talk about, hey, man, what are our boundaries from, like, when one kid comes
Right.
to you, one kid comes to the other? Because that's something that I've never thought about either yet, because I haven't had to
And
do
it's
with
gonna
it.
happen.
But have you...
Tony,
Right.
Tony, here's an angle because
Oh.
Sabrina brought this up. What if Sincere went to her and told her not to tell you?
Well, she should know I wouldn't be mad at her. I would just be concerned on why he didn't feel comfortable coming to me. But on her, I'm like, I respect the code of don't tell Dad, and I get it.
As
Like,
long as
she
you put it
don't
up-
want to betray him,
Right.
Yeah,
These are
right.
kids that don't want to be betrayed,
Right.
whether they know it or not.
Right.
You still betraying them if
Do you think
tell
it's worth
somebody.
a conversation in the future that you have to sit down and be like, hey, if you can't come to me, or like in that kind of situation?
Right.
Or like ask them why they couldn't feel like they could come to you about
And
it?
it
Yeah,
depends
because I'd be
on
like, man, what did I do or say to keep you, at bay? That'd be my primary focus. Like if Sabrina never told me, I'd be like, well, all right, you follow directions.
That's another
respect
reason
that.
why I
You wouldn't be
tell
mad. You wouldn't be mad at Sabrina.
No.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Could she stay loyal?
And my thing is too,
If
it's
you love my son this much, will you stay loyal?
To where, you know.
the situation matters too. Don't tell dad on some shit got broken in the house. This was a big like your situation that you brought up the hypothetical. That's huge.
Huge.
This is huge.
Right.
So when it comes to huge
stuff?
yes, I'm gonna look at it differently.
Right.
Don't tell dad. Don't tell mom. Happens all the time, but it be little shit.
I think there's got to be a timetable to when are you going to talk to your spouse about it? I mean, your father about it.
I think with the sensitivity that children have nowadays, that if you were to betray their trust once, it could just be a downhill journey. So with them at least being able to confide in one, sometimes that second one just is not needed. That's why you pick your partner, because you think that they have similar beliefs than you and similar moral values. So you rely on them to deliver.
right. And I understand all
similar
that. So I
advice.
go back to that child will never know that I know.
But
that's
you
not
still
what
got
you-
betrayed.
Yes, I
That's not
could
what we
see
talking
They
about.
don't know
I
that
can see
though.
you
But
dropping
Gotti
hints.
still betrayed
That's
that
not
child.
what trust
But
is.
the child doesn't lose any trust because they don't know.
No.
What happens is
Cotty's doing it. Cotty is betraying the trust of the child,
That
whether
is
they know it or
betraying
not.
That's
trust.
fine.
She
That's
still
not
know
fine.
now. Cotty lives with the guilt of I betrayed my child's trust by doing what they asked me not to do.
And once
That
you
she
I
might
wouldn't
not
feel
be
any
more-
guilt.
be
And once you
comfortable
find
When
with
it
out-
comes to my children, I wouldn't feel any
once you
guilt.
find out as
Especially
a-
if she could help me with this situation, I'm not going to feel any guilt to
She
do
might
what's
not
best for
need
my
your
child.
help.
I
But
would
once
feel
you
No,
good.
I'm saying if it was the other way around.
But
I would feel
okay,
good.
It was the other way around.
I'm playing both sides here. He got betrayed because you didn't tell me something that was important about my child.
So now I don't
too.
trust neither
it's
one
not
of
a
these
I
niggas.
don't
betrayal.
trust. I don't. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. You
First
are
of all,
a
if it's
family.
Huge.
First of all, a job as a parent is to put your kid before yourself.
Yes.
Is that not what we doing as parents?
Sounds about
okay.
right.
True.
So a child comes to you, please don't tell dad, but I need to tell you this. Please do not tell dad.
Right.
As
what
a
if-
parent, you're gonna dishonor that just to share it with your partner already when your child is not ready for that person to know.
Well,
I'm not
the
comfortable
stuff-
doing that.
The stuff that Chaz said also plays a factor. Like, the responses he had. Well, when
Yeah.
are we going to include them? Blah, 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 blah.
But they gotta have that. They gotta hash that out before
Yeah.
they just run
Yeah,
to you
that-
and
I mean,
be
yeah.
like, "Yo, they just told me this."
Yeah,
just
that's
to
fair.
keep you in the loop
Plus,
already.
as
Yeah, I
a
get that.
father,
The
once
child
you get that
becomes first.
information, you're more than likely going to have the insecurity and try to draw it out them. So it's just going to make it a bigger issue.
Well, that's hypothetical.
Nah, yeah,
But
I
if
get
that's
that.
all.
No matter what it is, you
Because
find that out,
I
you-
wouldn't want
Yeah,
that
because-
child to not go to her anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not going
right.
to say a word. Because at least, like you said, at least they went to one.
Right.
So I'm not going to say nothing.
Be up to Cotty to then have the conversation with him.
Right, to do what Chad was
Be
saying.
like, why don't you want to talk to
But
me?
honestly, if I saw that text, I'd be like, she has that handle.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, well, great. I'm so glad you came to somebody, one of us.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
yeah, no doubt.
I'd be like, great, like, yo, because I'm here. When you
Yeah.
ready to talk to me, I'm here.
Because a lot of kids don't come to either parent,
Yeah.
and they
Right.
just
And,
wing
and
it.
and
doing
hopefully-
it by themselves.
Right.
And hopefully you brought an atmosphere in the household where they're not scared to come tell you
Right,
something.
right,
You know,
right.
like hopefully all that's cool. So I'm like, I don't think I did anything to betray the trust anyways, but they just, man, going through middle school, high school, feelings, college, that shit just takes time to sort out.
Right.
I'm like, hey, dude, you came to one of us. Even if you went to like my brother or something, I'd be like, I'm glad you came to somebody in the family who loves you.
Right.
You know, so that wouldn't bother. If my brother was like, yo, my nephew comes to me and be like, hey, I want you to tell mom and dad, but such and such and such. I'm like, let's talk about it. And I'm like, if it's big enough, I'd be like, you're going to have to tell them that.
Right.
You know,
Well, and that's the part I was saying that, matters.
I got you for now.
And something
but-
like that, like I wouldn't be as mad. Like what you said with the medical issue,
Yeah.
I would be furious.
Yeah, you got to.
because
Right.
my child died and I had no clue
you gotta tell
Hey,
them
yeah,
that.
nothing
what was
was
going on. But
going
something
on.
like this, I don't need to know right away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's levels. It's
Yeah.
levels
It's
and
definitely
layers.
levels.
Yeah,
It's
levels and
definitely
layers.
levels. It's definitely
Yeah.
layers.
Good question.
That was a
That
good
was a
question.
good
This is a
question.
great question.
Good question.
I
We
wish I
saw
could've
Keon's
said his
vein
name
and
correctly.
shit. Keon's vein was like, I got something to say.
We got to go back to the tape.
You got a question?
No.
You can't beat that.
Oh man,
I can't beat that. I can't take that.
Can't top that.
That was a great question.
That was solid, bro.
My little animal question. You can fight a gorilla or chimpanzee? Which one? Which one you taking on?
Penguin?
Yeah.
This
When
thing
you
was
fight
the
at the
afro.
back alley.
That was a really good daddy issue.
That
It was.
question.
What? All right. A.E. Jax,
This
87.
is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
A.E. Jax, 87. Name something random that you're interested in that most people would never guess about you.
Wait, what?
Name something random that you're interested in that most people would never guess about you.
I love watching. I'm gonna give two. I love seeing. I'm fascinated with twins. I think I said that before. If I see like identical twins, I can't stop staring. And I get it's like uncomfortable. Like where I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm fucking fascinated with it. And cracking knuckles, hearing people crack their knuckles. I watch that NCR.
Really?
Oh, really?
I watch
Wow.
it cracking your necks, cracking your
You about to
knuckles.
give him an erection right
Yeah.
now.
I know. What you doing over there,
Calm
Cam?
down.
Turn them on.
You see, he gonna flip this table over.
Knuckles crack.
Yeah, I love watching people crack their
You
knuckles.
like cracking your own knuckles?
I love cracking my
Yeah.
knuckles.
I'm a fan of that.
Elbows, ears, all that.
You always hear people like, "Don't crack your knuckles."
You be like,
All right.
Arthritis, yeah.
Yep.
I stopped.
That's something weird.
Sabrina
I like.
be cracking.
Oh, I love it, bro. I love
She
it.
be moving me.
Yeah.
Dice game.
Yeah.
She is a walking dice game.
Oh, I do have one. No, go ahead, Craig.
I love watching history on YouTube, like old historical facts that we learned that now there's new theories on them.
Yeah.
Like the pyramids, how they're saying they weren't tombs, they were giant batteries, pretty much. That and I watch hoofs be repaired on YouTube.
The horses.
Cows, it's
The
weird
cow?
as shit. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. There's a crack in this hoofs. They're gonna have to fix this on today's episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like I'm weird?
I was just like, that was strange.
That's random.
That's something that
The
somebody,
second one was a good. That was a random.
that was
one for
random.
sure.
Something that somebody want to guess about you, right? Like I'm like, man, video games and anime and cartoons and shit. But I'm trying to think of something that's like out there that you be like, how did you get into this? I can't. You go. Come back to me.
And it's been since I was a kid. I don't know why. It's weird as shit. I like the smell of gas.
Oh.
Like when you're pumping your gas.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm not a weirdo?
It gets you high.
I knew that about
It's
you.
common
already.
though. People do like it.
I be pumping
I
gas.
used to like it when I was a kid. I don't
You
like
spilling
it.
it on your hands on purpose. Like,
I don't know why.
It don't
I
smell
like,
the same once it's on you.
No.
When you just there.
But
you
just
be
the
like, "Ooh."
I used
smell
to
of
love it
gas.
when I was a kid.
It's so
But
weird.
I don't know.
I don't
I guess
know
my
why
nostrils
I like
outgrew it.
that. It's very odd. I don't know why.
What
I
you
like
got?
smell of
Tom?
gas.
I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think too. What the hell am I into?
That's something like something I want people want to guess.
That's what's throwing
That
it off.
wouldn't
That's
guess
what,
about
what
it.
That
you
wouldn't
know.
guess.
That I'm into.
I'll
Does
ask
Sabrina
Zio.
know? Maybe
I
Sabrina.
was
knows
gotta
more
ask
than
Zio
me.
if she's still in here. You got anything I do that people want to guess?
You
roller skate?
What am I into?
No, I don't do
Because I know, like, I spend my time, like, watching YouTube videos on historical stuff, and like, I just go down YouTube rabbit holes about, musicians' careers, or, like yesterday I was watching the history of the DuPont family, and then I followed that up with, what would happen if the asteroid hit us right here, or so I'm all over the map in terms of like stuff I'm interested in. But I feel like people know that
Yeah, I would
already.
guess that.
I can't think of nothing.
I watch
super
pimple
random.
popping videos too.
Oh.
but-
I used to until my mouth started watering when I watched
Oh
damn.
it.
shit!
And I was like, am I enjoying, like, am I?
Getting hungry?
Yeah, I was like,
Pimples
this
or
is-
cysts?
Both. I be watching. I'll go down. I'll watch it for a while.
How?
Yeah, me too,
And I
bro.
just be watching them, especially when they get the magnifying glass and go, and you can see like where I be in.
Yeah.
Why, how? What?
I don't know.
Oh,
don't
and I
know.
watch Y strap adjustments.
Y
By the
strap?
Yeah.
chiropractors, they put that thing on your neck and pull.
Oh, I love
and
those.
Just crack your whole body.
I love those.
Man, I be like, oh shit, I need a Y
I love
strap.
seeing those. They be getting cracked.
Y'all can be sharing each other's
bro.
videos.
Chiropractors be doing it.
I
I
thought
was
I was
going to
only one out here.
chiropractor before the pandemic.
Y'all like me.
He would
Bro,
snap my
yeah.
neck, man. I'd be like,
I actually want to try the Dr. Cipriani, is that his
Yeah,
name?
Dr. Cipriano.
Yeah, he put
Yeah.
that thing on your neck and it pulls.
man.
It's supposed to crack your whole.
They be
Man.
showing.
Y'all said crime shows. But I hate crime shows. So what are
Oh,
you
I
talking
love
about?
Forensic Files.
Oh, yeah.
Forensic
Yeah,
Files.
but you talk about that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
talk
She
about
watches all that murder, bro. It be her and my mom, bro. Will
I
watch
be-
mure for 24-hour
I'm
murder
all in.
marathons.
Wait,
That's
Tony
you
Craig,
on
have
your
y'all
way
seen The
out.
Ring Dinger?
Uh-uh.
Ring dinger.
That's the other
That's
dude.
the other doctor. Yeah, from Houston.
He mean?
Yeah, he be like,
He's like, you gonna feel this? It's gonna hurt. Clack. Hey, good one.
snap.
Like crack addicts gonna love you.
Yeah.
So he puts these two things around your waist, and then he wraps a towel around your head instead of the actual wide strap. And
Yeah.
he just be like,
ooh, yeah,
like, yeah, it hurt, right?
the ring
Houston?
dinger. Yeah, Houston.
I might pull up on him.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
cracked.
Yo, say I don't have any. She's like, you do anime and video games.
Did
Y'all
Sabrina
know
say I
that.
had one?
Y'all know that. I gotta find something.
Eclectic, so like there's not as much.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man.
And
Mine-
especially something that you wouldn't guess about me. I'm like,
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
I'm
and,
all over
and
the
we talk
place.
about ourselves
So
on
much.
stage and stuff so much. It's like, what can we say that you wouldn't guess? Like the hooves thing, I would never.
Yeah, the
guess.
hooves
would
is
never,
super
would have
random.
never
Yeah.
guessed
I would
that.
and
never
the
guess
knuckle
that.
cracking and stuff like that.
But I wear so many cartoon shirts. She'd be like, look at this nerd. Of course you watch anime and
right.
game.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you're from Detroit. Too,
right,
huh?
right.
I'm really
Loyal
trying to
though, loyal to
Hey
the
man,
sword, man. I
yeah.
respect
People
that,
want to
Chaz.
guess that.
Man, get out of there.
What
you mean?
It's
he
like
really
not
feels
moving
like
out.
a Warrior fan more so than the Pistons fan. He really feels like
that Dub Nation right there.
I just
the
want to
thing.
throw
Oh,
that out
so
there.
look.
It's like not moving out the hood.
That's what he
No,
feels like.
He's Dub
When
Nation.
I,
That's
when I,
Dub
when I
Nation.
first
If
moved
somebody
to,
would just see his text message history, he'd be like, oh, he's a Warrior fan.
bro, I talk
That's
to you
Dub
guys
Nation, baby.
because for one, the Pistons don't play out here. Jesus. It's hard to watch Pistons games out here, right? Like it's hard to watch Bulls games before you got the pass.
Yeah, I had to pay.
Right, so it's hard to watch
got
their
the
games
money,
out here.
Chaz?
I don't have the money
Yeah,
for
you
the
do.
Pistons right now.
You got
Once
the
they start
money.
winning, I'm watching these
Right.
cats. It's got to be worth the value. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, you do it regardless.
I'm not watching these guys go 8 and 80, whatnot. Like it's not.
Them scrubs.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I watch every week. I watch the Lions lose. I'll be like, you can ask I'll be like, okay, they're gonna lose it right here. It's interception.
No, the Pistons.
Right.
We talking about the Pistons.
Anyways, so when I first moved to LA, it was hard for me to watch them. So I was like, well, I got to pick a West Coast team. I didn't want to be the Warriors. I didn't want to join in the Clippers. And the Warriors had just
You meant the Lakers?
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Lakers. And the Warriors had just usurped Dallas, who was number 1 seed at that time. It was that year.
No, the We Believe.
Oh, yeah, we
08.
believe.
So I was like, oh, great. I'll root for Baron Davis. I'll root for this team as a West Coast team. But I never wear any Warrior stuff.
Right.
Right. I never, I wear Pistons hats, all that stuff. But I was like, so, years later, because even when I think Steph first got drafted, playing 2K, I was playing as them, as the Warriors. So I was like,
Oh, so
it's
you
West
picked the
Coast.
Warriors over the Pistons?
Why
Well,
would you play on the
I would go
Pistons?
both.
Yeah.
I would play, but I'm just saying, as the other team I would
You was
play
all in, huh?
would be them.
Chaz
you know?
got 2 teams, y'all, in basketball.
I don't, but
That's
it's like as far as teams that I can watch, it's like I can watch the Warriors play
Yeah.
way more than I can soccer. And then you like Steph. You go, oh man, he's a guy who wasn't supposed to
I
be
love Steph
what
Curry.
he became.
I love Steph Curry.
You gotta love Steph, bro.
Perfect.
I love the guy.
You gotta
not
you,
a-
you gotta love
Bulls all
Clay.
day. From
the Angel
Draymond's
Reigns.
from Michigan.
He's not as
You know?
much
Nah,
of
let me
an
do this.
underdog as people say.
I keep, bro. People act like
His
I'm
dad
crazy.
was a
He was
pro
a
athlete.
lottery pick and should have went earlier, but Minnesota's an idiot.
Guys, wait a
He
second.
already, he
stupid.
already.
They
wait.
were stupid.
number
He
7
should have been.
pick.
He should have been a top 3 pick.
You're right.
Seen him shoot.
He should have been a
growing
top
up
3 pick.
at different spots.
Who else was in that draft?
He just what it is.
It was
it's
the
not
it was
just-
the other those other PGs
Minnesota
came
took
first.
Rubio, Johnny Flynn, and
Yeah.
somebody else. It
It's,
was like,
it's-
what are
it's
you
not,
doing?
It's not that he's that
Yeah.
that big of an under. It's the fact that he's no one expected him to transcend the game.
And
of
that's the thing.
basketball.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing. He changed the
Yeah,
entire.
nobody saw that
Right.
coming.
No
I
one
didn't
saw
see
that
Steph
coming.
being a unanimous MVP. I didn't see
Right,
him
you
being
didn't
a
Yeah.
3-time champion in
the best,
under 10
the best
years.
shooter ever. In the
I didn't
world.
see that.
So
So
that-
I'm
you
like,
have
was he going to
kinda-
be good? Of course. Was he going to be a Hall of Famer? Absolutely.
But
He's the best
legendary?
shooter.
Nah,
Yeah, nobody saw
you didn't see
that.
So
The
I understand
entire
that.
game.
Right.
But people be acting like he
changed.
was some scrub. I'd be like, he was a number 7 pick, should have been in the top 3. The,
And then-
the
and then
2
he
years
started
at
off-
Davidson was insane.
But
One of
then
the
he
greatest
started-
college
you
players
gotta
of all
think, He also
time.
started off
But people
very
have those
injury
and don't
prone.
don't
He
make
did.
it.
He
Yeah.
did.
Big
The
ankles where you're like, he ain't
Yeah.
gonna make it.
His
Right.
father was.
And
that was
that's
the vibe I was
that's,
getting.
Right, I was like,
that's
he's
my
not gonna make
beef
it.
with a lot of the Warrior fans at home who now love Steph.
Yeah.
When they traded Monte for
Ellis.
Steph,
They're pissed.
Oh, yeah. they
people
pissed.
were pissed.
Yeah.
They were like, fuck
As they
Steph.
should have been.
Blah, blah, blah. When they drafted, and like I said, I'm from, man, people were
pissed.
not riding for the Warriors like that.
Yeah.
Then Steph got healthy, 2015 they got good, and all of a sudden everybody's a Warrior fan. No, the
Right.
fuck you weren't. You went to the games because they were giving you free tickets for BART tickets. That's why you went.
Right.
You were not a Warrior fan. Like, stop lying. DC was one.
Ellis was
Maybe a few
producing,
people.
though.
Well, Monte was cold.
No, Monte,
Yeah.
we were mad when that happened.
Of course.
Monte was cold, but I just the people
But
the
it was
shift.
it was on Monte. Monte couldn't play
It was
with
him.
Steph.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
him for sure.
Yeah, he was like, I
But-
don't want to play with him.
I can see why fans.
He probably
be
saw
like,
it coming
"Man."
too. He saw it
Right.
writing on the wall like this is about to be the guy.
Yeah, you got to
And-
do 8 moves for a dunk, and then Steph come down and hit a 3,
Right.
and everybody go, he's like, God damn it.
And bro, and when Steph got drafted, Steph didn't have those handles. Steph didn't.
No, he worked on that.
but-
He
worked
yeah,
on
definitely.
that,
And
bro.
even his athleticism is crazier. Way
Well, he
compared
bulked
to,
up.
Yeah, I'm just
But-
like, of course he was a kid,
But people act like he wasn't one of the greatest college players. Those 2 tournaments, that's
They're
one of the
fire.
greatest things we've ever
But
seen
they
in our
didn't
lives.
count. They were like Davison, Smavison. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and he carried those bums.
Yeah, he did. They were hella weird.
You couldn't name another person on that team.
No, I
And
can't.
he put 2 legendary performances,
Yeah.
and it was
In
like
the
he's one of the
tournament, yeah.
greatest college players of all time. So when people be acting like they didn't know he was going to be good, I'm like, are you shitting
Right.
me? He's
but good
cold.
in what he did. That's because like LeBron has so much pressure on him,
Right.
And then LeBron has exceeded every expectation and
Right.
more. Like that's
crazy
everybody,
too. That's wild as
Oh,
hell.
yeah,
for
the
me.
man.
He lived up to
To everything they
lived
said
up
he's
to
gonna
the
be when he
hype.
was 15
And beyond.
and you have to go be this guy, and he was like, okay, and he
Yeah.
did it.
You've been to 10 finals, arguably one of the greatest players
That's
ever.
crazy.
Yeah.
Easily, you have to be in the combo.
You got to work hard to take him out of the.
No one can say LeBron's
You got to
overrated.
really be.
Oh,
you got to
you got-
really want that.
I
Right.
be talking smack, but at the end of the day, if you
Man.
don't respect who,
If you say
don't
LeBron's
admit
overrated, you're
who
a pure
LeBron
hater.
is.
Right.
Pure
Yeah.
hater.
Pure
Right.
hatred. You got to work hard for
He's
this.
an auto trip to the finals
Yeah.
for like 10.
Right.
Do you,
10
and even if you
years.
watch him now, old,
He killing now.
him
He's
at
got the best
37
league.
compared to anybody else ever at 37, it's
never
not
seen
even
it.
close.
I think
We've
his
never
numbers are
never
higher
seen it. It's
than
not
ever
even close.
Compared
now.
to people at 27,
It's not even
is
close.
not
He
It's
killing
insane.
now.
Yeah.
It's just the Lakers can't get their feet.
That's why I
together
hope
as a
he
whole.
does. Like I said this earlier on Facebook. I hope he does a. I didn't like how Tom Brady just retired. I like when players announce the year before this
Kobe,
year,
the
so we can
Derek
celebrate
Jeter.
because
Yeah.
a lot of people. I hated this guy for however many years. But you know, say last year, all these people came out like, you know what, Kobe,
Yeah.
Jeter, Mariano,
good.
we
And-
respect you. So
I
I, wish
love
Tom.
Kareem.
And Brady
The
is
way
above
Kareem did
a
it.
couple of those guys.
When,
Like,
if
Brady
Brady
gotta
would
put
have did it
Brady
last year, all the people who hated Tom, from Raider fans,
gotta
to people,
give it
they would
up.
have they would have gave it up.
Kareem-
So I hope
Kareem got
LeBron does
gifts
a
in every
farewell.
Yeah, so did
because all the
Kobe.
haters
Kobe was
would be
getting
like, hey,
gifts.
man,
Yeah.
Right.
You
You ain't just
were-
gonna spring it on us.
you
and
were,
I'm
you were
done,
that
y'all.
guy.
Yeah, no, he did. He deserved a farewell tour.
He should
Yeah.
have
He
went
probably
to
didn't
Chicago.
want one. Brady probably knowing Brady. He seems like the kind of.
He might come back.
Bro,
you
yeah.
can't
He-
count
no,
him
he
out,
done.
man.
I don't
Put
think
a
he's
bullet in his
done.
head.
He didn't look done this
He had
year.
the
So
best-
what they were saying is
He should be MVP this year.
Right.
He,
he
should
was
win it.
trying to not take away from Ben Roethlisberger's retirement and the Super Bowl because he knew it would be all about him.
Yeah.
So he was trying to delay it so Ben can get his love. 'Cause he would have been played 18 years, 3
Yeah,
times
he
Super Bowl.
played a
Like he
long
was
time.
he's a legendary quarterback, you
Yeah,
know.
long time.
And then you got Super
He's no
Bowl
Brady,
Pro
though.
Bowls.
No.
No, he's not,
No,
and that's
no,
the
but he's
point.
still a
But he's a
legend.
legendary quarterback.
But nobody's
Yeah.
gonna be Brady
Yeah,
until
no.
you win
Right.
5
So Brady
championships
deserves
at least.
to stump on a.
But he was saying he
Roethlisberger.
didn't want to.
Nah, I see why
I'm
he
just saying
did
if
it.
anybody could.
I would have waited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, let them get because they
Yeah.
deserve to be, despite.
Tom Brady
the-
does
off
have
the
a
field.
whole
too.
ESPN
Right.
saga dedicated to him.
Right.
So
Brady's a bad boy.
Ben's not getting that.
Right. And Ben's a legend, like top
Right.
10 of all time, easily.
Ben
Quarterback.
Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
Nah.
Accomplishments wise?
Top 10 all time?
He brought
Accomplishments?
Pittsburgh back.
Nah, because he's not better than. He's not gonna get over Joe Montana, Troy
No.
Aikman. You got the dude from Pittsburgh before him.
The dude from Pittsburgh.
Well,
He was way
John,
better than
he's not gonna get over John
He's
Elway.
gonna be
John
Elway.
Elway.
Under Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he's better.
Terry
He was way better than
Bradshaw,
Terry.
that's
Terry
what I'm talking
Bradshaw had
about.
the benefit of
Dan
playing
Marino.
with some insane
Wait,
defenses.
But they still
Marino
gonna
don't
put him
have
higher
no
because
chips.
of that.
But
Who?
nobody brings
Marino
up Terry
don't
when they talk about
Marino's
their
still one of the greatest
quarterbacks,
quarterbacks
He
ever.
is,
No.
but
No.
he's one of.
I'll be
though. They'll
hearing
bring up Lynn Swann in the steel curtain before Terry
the
Bradshaw.
Iron Curtain.
Yeah, Iron Curtain.
But what,
Mean Joe-
Terry got 3 or 4 championships by himself?
He has 4.
So does
I mean,
Roethlisberger.
he got 2.
I thought he had 3.
I thought he has 3.
Still under Terry Bradshaw. I think he has 2.
Well,
I think he
Terry
lost one.
Bradshaw at 3 or 4. So.
Well, yeah, well, still
What, they
under.
got 6 total.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
I
much.
think they got 6
Yeah.
total.
They
They
have
tied
6.
with the Patriots on the
Patriots
most.
and
I know they had one with the bus. Didn't they get one with the bus?
I mean, he's not getting
Yeah.
more love than
Oh,
Peyton
Jerome
Manning.
Bettis?
Like, you're still gonna put Peyton Manning over him, over Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
He's not top 10. Top 20 maybe.
oh, definitely.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of quarterbacks, bro.
There is.
Like,
Not
especially
with multiple
and-
rings.
Yeah,
though.
his accomplishments are up
If
there,
you just
bro.
count rings, then you.
But no, rings and yards, his accomplishments are up there.
it's 18 years. It's definitely.
They
a long
way
time.
up there.
I don't care if you have the worst amount of yards. If you have more rings than someone with more yards, it's about
The
winning
rings
that
count for
championship.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then
Like-
rings are also, that's why when people talk about, they don't be mentioning Bradshaw like that, even though he has 4 rings
He
because
was playing in the 70s. It's hard to.
but
so he got 4
but his
rings?
numbers are
That means,
Man,
they ain't
But it
got
was a
two.
different game, right?
Yeah.
The game was different. It was about running in defense.
His
and
numbers is
now it's a
man.
passing league. But you still led this team to he was the guy.
Yeah.
And then people still probably bring up Broadway Joe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you talk about greatest of all time, they're going to bring up way more quarterbacks than
They
Roethlisberger.
gonna
I don't
bring
know
up
about
Rex
way
Grossman.
more.
That's what they
They,
gonna bring
no,
up.
they not.
You talk about great quarterbacks. You look no further.
Why
than that.
Chicago can't never get a
Rex
quarterback
Grossman,
that's
Jay
like
Cutler,
legit?
Jim McMahon.
Oh, I
we
gotta
got
go.
classics
Sorry.
in
They're
there. Top
definitely not
seven.
naming them.
Top 7 all time. You know what I'm saying?
right.
DC, where you at this week?
Raleigh Durham Improv.
Yeah,
North
okay.
Carolina.
Damn.
Raleigh Durham.
I'm
Craig.
at Craig Wayne's on everything.
Yeah.
I'll have my Mr. Toxic shirts next week.
Hey,
Oh.
Mr.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Yeah.
shirt.
Mr.
Yeah.
Toxic
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
I like it. Keon needs one after today.
I was channeling your energy from last week with the aliens.
Oh, I was hot.
Oh, he was super hot last week, man. I was like, why is he this mad?
Yeah, y'all kept coming at me. I was like, "Oh, y'all serious?" Chaz Rogers, we be going up in on my YouTube, guys. We did live-ish at 5-ish. So shout out to my C- citizens. I'm wearing this shirt today that says "Black History is World History" by my man
like
Jamal
that.
Brown for Black History Month. You can get it at black365.com.
I like that.
So get these, man. Support him. He has the Black History calendars, and they have a Latino history calendars also.
Oh,
So Jamal Brown, you doing your thing. Yeah, bro. Doing your thing.
Keon.
I'm at the Comedy Space in Houston Friday and Saturday. Saturday's almost sold out, but plenty of tickets for Friday. Make sure y'all get those tickets. The Hella hoodies in gray are almost sold out. There's so grab them if you can. And then the I Don't Care hoodies are also out. And then check out my new YouTube show with Keenan Baker and Gary Anderson called Brutally Honest. Just 3 dudes shooting shit with no filter, and probably get canceled for it, but whatever.
Nice. Can't wait.
Yeah, and then that's it. I think that's it.
Cancellations.
Verbal cardio.
Verbal Cardio every Wednesday, new episode, and I throw movie reviews in there. This week it will not be a movie review in there because I didn't watch any new movie. I'll be in Nashville the weekend of the February 10th through the 12th, so get your tickets. Get your tickets. I'll be on Keep Your Distance again, but that's a live. Actually, it's tonight, right?
Packaged for 14th February.
Oh, so it'll be a Valentine's Day show for Keep Your Distance. I will be on there. We tape it today. We tape it tonight.
Tony will not be there.
But when this airs,
wouldn't have showed up.
it's gonna be. We taped it then. But people still gonna watch it live, right?
I don't think we're live streaming.
Oh snap! Okay, all right, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be in Nashville February 10th through the 12th.
that I do know.
Yeah, I knew that. Click the link in my bio. Get your tickets. Get your tickets for the whole tour, man. Click the link. And that's it, y'all. Don't forget, if you got questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. We'll tackle them on the show. Shout out to Keon's Patreon for being in here with the good hard hitting.
cousins.
Shout out to all of you that send in the good questions. Shout out to DC for not having a question, man.
I got us.
Shout out to Chaz for doing good ads today,
Hey,
all on his own. And we
Thank you,
out.
Chaz. Thank you.